everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob, and I'll be your Dungeon Master for this awesome esoteric encounter we have tonight. Welcome to all my players here. We got Andrew, Chris, John, Dex, and Nate. How's it going?
Doing well.
Great.
I'm excited, everybody, because I invited you to play in this very special one-shot because you were the only people who agreed to do it on short notice. It was awesome. You like
the
that?
most flexible.
How many did you invite before you got to us?
Let's just say not less than a dozen.
We're the B team actually.
How many players play on my channel? A lot? That many? No,
My
I'm
heart
kidding.
feels all
Seems right.
warm and cozy.
Seems right.
I am
I'll
kidding.
take
I
it.
love you all. I love you all. So we're back here on Tabletop Bob. I have to apologize to everybody. Yesterday, something came up. I had to cancel the Witchlight stream on Tuesday, but we will attempt to reschedule. We're trying to work out on the dates. We'll definitely be back with Wild Beyond the Witchlight soon. But there's more content. Like we have this awesome one-shot stream tonight. We'll talk more about esoteric encounters in a second. And then also next week, we get back to the regularly scheduled program. We've got Keep on the Borderlands coming back Thursday night. So, there's a lot coming here. Tomoa-chan on Wednesday, Keep on Thursday. So the whole crew, actually the two of your groups, these groups here, form this new group. So we're going to go around and introduce the characters. And to spice things up, I'm going to have each one of you tell me one thing that the viewers should know about you, the players, that they definitely don't know, as well as introduce your new character for the one shot tonight. Sounds good?
Why not?
Sure.
Awesome. So let's do it. Let's get to know everybody here. We'll start with Andrew, because I know you're going to do a bang-up job on this. Andrew, tell us who you are. We'll start with the personal stuff first.
Okay, so a fact about myself, my real self.
You.
Okay, so as this is Dungeons and Dragons kind of medieval themed, I will tell everyone that when I was at my university, I was on the archery varsity team.
What? Really?
And so done quite a bit of archery.
Wow.
Yes.
Yet you have played no one with a bow and arrow.
I don't
this
believe
channel.
so. I have a bow and arrow today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
good.
there we go. It'll be
Actually-
exceptionally accurate dead eye shot.
Ooh, okay. So you know what? Tell us about your character, because it's a nice segue there. I really don't know anything about these characters. I told you all a couple days ago I wanted to run a one shot, and I don't know anything about your character. So tell us.
So I am Mutius Otoferolin, High Elf Bard. I am known as Bard of the Poignant Silence. I cultivate artisanal silences to provide charged atmospheres. It's highly emotive. There's lots of emoting going on. People pay me well for these silences. Many people are brought to tears. I have a number of also refrains that I can do. A vocal refrain, where I refrain from making vocalizations. A lute refrain, where I refrain from playing my lute. And you get the general picture.
Fantastic. Oh, great. Actually, I made a mistake, Andrew. You're 100% right. You played some of the bow. Everard had a bow. Joseph in the chat corrected me. I apologize.
Yeah, I didn't want to correct you, but yeah, right, I had a bow.
He had a miserable end, so I
Yeah, but he
forgot
never
about him.
hit anything with his bow. He used to miss a lot.
That's also true. All right,
The
so let's
Falcon
jump.
had a crossbow as well, which I played in a one-shot.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
No.
No. All right, let's see. Let's jump over to Nate. Nate, tell us something about Nate.
Sure. Well, I am here. I guess relating to D&D. I like somewhat niche things in my hobbies. And one of my favorite things to do other than D&D is play disc golf. So I play quite a bit.
What a nerd.
Very nerd.
I want to
Um,
play.
it's a nice way to get outside. And I have 2 dogs, so like to bring them along and stuff and play with my friends. You know,
Nice.
John's quite a player himself.
That's what I've heard. Quite a
But
player.
yeah, let's move on.
And tell us about your character, Spooks.
So my character is Spooks. And he's young. He'd be the equivalent of like maybe 12 or 10 in human years. He's the from a line of gravediggers is his family. So he carries a mace-like shovel, a spade as his weapon. Yeah, he's a turtle warlock, undead warlock. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, actually, because this is a one shot, I didn't set up a page for all your characters here. Trying to do this on a quick turnaround. But yeah, Nate, you're a turtle,
Yep.
Warlock, and Andrew, did you say what your class was?
I'm
It was a bard, but did you say
High elf bard.
You might have actually. Never mind. Yes. So high elf bard. Good. Nate, anything else to say for Spooks?
No. Let's see what happens.
All right. Chris.
All right. So, keeping with Andrew's theme, I was a varsity collegiate athlete myself. I ran track.
Oh.
If you can imagine someone of my substantial mass running track at any point in his life. But I anchored the 4x1 and the 4x4 relay, and that was me way back in the day. I went on to coach track in high school
Wow.
in a couple of different varsity schools, and yeah.
I didn't know that Lumberjack School had a track team.
Well, lumberjacks got to know how to run when they encounter grizzlies. So
Okay. Fair enough. And tell us about your character.
So the last time I did a one-off with Bob, I revived an old school character of mine, which was a lot of fun to play. His name was Torg Buttswain. He was a half-orc assassin, and that was a lot of fun. And this is a character that got Fritz and I kind of barred from playing in a group years ago. Anyway, so this time I revived an old dark elf rogue I played over in Fritz's campaign. His claim to fame was he had been killed, but he reached out to his god and he begged for one more chance. And if he rolled an 8 on an 8-sided die, he'd be allowed to live. And he did. And so he was granted a second chance at life and went on to be notorious.
Love it. Love both stories. Love it all. All right. Now we're going to go to John.
Hi, everyone. How trolly of an answer do we want?
I want whatever you want.
All right. So I I love to travel, and I've been to, I think, 16 countries.
That's it?
So far. Yeah.
Okay.
And 41 states. So I love traveling, and that's what I try to do with my free time.
Awesome. Any notable places you would like to share?
I've been to India twice, and I find that to be one of the really coolest places on earth. It's a flood of emotions all the time, like constant highs and then really low lows. It's an experience. It's very fun. Food's wonderful.
And who are we playing today in this lovely encounter?
I am playing a human variant barbarian named Gru. I have 2 katanas and having the dual wielding feat. And I'm kind of just a go at it barbarian, lovable idiot. I get lucky sometimes, and hopefully I stab the right person.
Nice. Excellent. I see a trend with your characters here so far. You and
yeah, there's been a type over the last 2 characters.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And we round out the group with Dexter.
Hello. I guess something interesting is that, well, it's interesting to me, but we'll see if the audience finds it interesting. But I actually have, in addition to being on this channel with Bob, have worked with Bob at camp with like a bunch of things like D&D and our other hobbies like Warhammer, Magic the Gathering, board games,
Yeah.
all of which are also some awesome hobbies of mine. And in addition, before that, I was actually like a camper under Bob since I was like in what, like third grade or fourth grade or something. So
I have known you
that's-
for quite some time. Yeah.
yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Are you trying to get Employee of the Month?
What do you mean?
Because it's working.
I get that every month.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I think that's a fair one. I have something else to share for you. Your mouth. You've been hurting today. You got your wisdom teeth taken out.
That's true. I was thinking about doing that one, but I just shared that with you all. But yeah, I just got
Dexter's like, I didn't want to tell everybody.
No. I got my 2 bottom wisdom teeth taken out like 2 or 3 years ago or something, but they couldn't do the top ones because they were still like deep in my head or whatever. And I got the I got the top 2 taken out this time.
Explains a lot.
It was very gruesome. It was like I woke up at one point, blood was just everywhere. Like,
oh, God.
It was crazy.
I hear
Yeah,
that's
that
normal.
happened to me. I woke up at one point and it was just like blood spraying. I heard the dentist
I
go,
was joking.
another 3 milliliters or whatever of sedative. No.
Great.
I hope
That's
you get a new
fantastic.
dentist.
Oh my god.
It's the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors. The guy who just like
Oh man, that
mutilates people's
scarred me,
teeth.
that
Yeah.
film.
Oh my god.
Well, awesome, everybody. Thank you for sharing. I feel like I know you all way better.
Whoa.
What's that?
Not so fast. I
Oh.
didn't do my character.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Sorry, I just enraptured you so much with my personal story. You forgot about my character like that.
Go
All right.
ahead, Dexter.
I see how it is, Bob. All right. So I am playing a half-elk cleric called Finn. Finn Garden, actually. So as a half-elf, he was actually had the unfortunate growing up of being like abandoned. And instead, he was adopted into a church, and a church's like orphanage of sorts. It was the church of the god Bahamut, and the church's name was Garden Home, Little Garden Home, which is where he got his last name, Garden. And he learned like all of what it meant to be like a cleric, spreading like respect, kindness, goodwill, honor, whatever. And now he kind of works as like a missionary in a way, spreading like, the word of Bahamut and protecting the weak along the way.
Nice. A lot of weak people to protect here in this group.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're ready to talk about esoteric encounters. Thank you all. These characters are excellent. I cannot wait to see them all die miserably. It's going to be fantastic. So let's talk about esoteric encounters. If you don't know, good friend of mine, a YouTuber friend, Esper the Bard. He's been on the channel before. I've run some of his other stuff. We ran Blood Lament. I think Nate and Andrew and John were on that. He wrote a book. It's called Esper's Emporium of Esoterica. As you can see right here. I got the hardcover. Finally. Came in the mail. And it's awesome. But he went on YouTube the other day and he was talking about how the Kickstarter process that he went through, and it kind of, with the pandemic and all the craziness that's happened over the last year and a half that this Kickstarter gone on, it messed up with shipping. So when it comes to the like out of the country shipping, it's wildly more expensive. So he explains it in a video. I'm actually going to be posting a link to his site here where you can take a look at the book and not only the book, but the Esoteric Encounters, which is a digital companion to the book that he created to kind of be able to recover some of those funds and ship those books out to people. So he posted that and I said, you know what, let me run one of these encounters. Seems like a really fun idea. And if it promotes anything to help him out, I'm all happy to do that. So I'm going to put a link to that now. Yep. And I didn't have it set So that's great. So it's coming right now, though. I'm putting his link to his channel here, where you could pick up all of the digital projects. Projects that he's worked on. Okay, so let's talk about Esoterica. Here it is, coming in the chat in YouTube and in Twitch. My phone's going off. Do you hear that? Phone never rings. The real phone.
We do hear that.
Yeah, the real phone never rings. But today, it rings. So we'll do that. We'll have to talk over it. All right, so Esoteric Encounters. Today we're playing Lost Things, a Frontier Village tale. Frontier Village is right. The village of Hallenstead is situated on the fringes of civilization, a hinterland hamlet where frontier folk seem to tame the wilds at the behest of the Empire. The townsfolk toil at their work, while the young children play during the day and dream wondrous dreams at night. The town of Hallenstead, we'll say, is probably a very small town. It's a town where everyone knows your name. The time of year is, well, let's say spring, maybe May, or early June, as it is June 1st here, where the mornings are still cool and crisp, but then it can get pretty hot in the later afternoons. Everyone here seems to be pleasant. You've stopped over just for one quick night of rest, and then you're on to face the wilderness as a group. You've all known each other. You've been traveling for quite some time. I don't care how long you've been traveling. If you want to say you've been traveling for years or months, you're all friends. You know each other. And I've asked all of you to please describe a item that you hold near and dear. So why don't we do this? Let's just go around very quickly. Mutius, can you tell us your item?
Yes. I have a hand mirror overlaid with gold, and it reminds me of the one I love the most.
Awesome. And that's a near and dear item to you, right?
Mhm.
You would say? Yeah.
Yes.
Nate,
Left
what's
way
your
does it
item?
with a straight face.
I know.
Spooks. Spooks has an old unlit lantern. Never been lit. He carries it on his belt at his hip.
Chris, what does Xanth carry?
Xanth wears a pendant, a polyhedron with 8 sides, made from black obsidian and inlaid with white ivory. All 7 of the first 7 numbers, with the last one being a pulsing purple, the 8. Reaching back to his background. He doesn't know how he got it, but it's always been there.
Nice. A nice D8 for you.
D8.
A nice D8. And then we go to John. What's your item? What's Gru's item?
As far as Gru knows, the item he has is a small metal bracket that kind of looks like a traffic light if it only had 2 lights. And it has lots of leather straps that are kind of hanging onto it. I have an artist's rendition here. There you go.
Ooh.
An outlet?
This hangs right on my chest, and there's a bunch of leather going on. I've had it as long as I remember, and I
outlet.
feel like I should keep it, but I have no idea what it does.
I know if I have to plug in my inflator bed, I know who to contact.
And Dexter, what's Finn's item?
Finn has a small pendant which on the end hangs both the symbol of Behemoth and a small sapphire amulet.
Awesome. I love all these items. They were very creative. Some of them I would love to, at one day, explore further, see what they actually are. However, today, this cool spring morning, you wake up at the Hallenstead Inn, which is called the Wander Inn. At the Wander Inn, what's actually you've met the owners. You met the owner Thurman and Agnes Wander. Their last name is Wander. Those 2 individuals were very welcoming when you came in. Thurman's a big ox of a man. He's got a scraggly brown beard, and his wife Agnes, while she's rather small and petite, her personality is not. She actually seems to be very, very loud and boisterous, and she was the most welcoming person that you had met in the town so far. being here for only a day or so. You wake up in the inn on this cold, cool spring morning, and your items are missing. You check your pouches, your backpacks, your sleeping bags, or whatever you might have lying around, something that could have gotten caught and entangled in. You can't find it. Each of you, all 5, your item is missing. So, obviously you question each other. Most of you suspect Gru of taking the item. Well, probably Xanth, actually.
I was like, yes, someone else.
Most
There's a
people
probable
probably
idiot.
blame Xanth, yeah. But Xanth is clean. Nothing on Xanth. So you search the room as thoroughly as possible, and you head down to the common room where you can see the cook, Annabelle, is already setting up for breakfast. In fact, it's already set. You could grab some pastries, you can get your morning coffee or tea. Everybody in the inn, maybe the dozen or so patrons, they're all taking in the morning, some of them sitting outside, watching the sun rise up overhead. And you can see the youngest of 2 of the Wander children sitting, reading a book over by the sofa. You also see Thurman and Agnes greeting all of the patrons in the morning, hoping that they all had a wonderful night's sleep. All right, group, what do you do?
I'll walk over to Thurman and Agnes and say, I was robbed in the night.
Thurman looks around to make sure nobody else is hearing this, and he goes, I'm sorry, did you say Rob? Could you lower your voice?
I'm sorry, but I don't. My item is missing.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Have you checked all your bags? He puts his hand, which is like a big bear paw, on your back, and he says, maybe we could double check your room. I'll have Agnes go up with you. Agnes, come.
My friends are missing theirs too. Nudius, tell him.
I have a rather expensive mirror that has gone missing. Has this ever happened in this establishment before?
As you look at him and you hear the footsteps coming of his wife, Agnes, she's headed over. He looks around and he says, of course not. No, we have a wonderful reputation. We would stomp that out promptly. We don't have many staff. It's mostly family run, except for Annabelle. And you see Annabelle, the chef, wearing a headscarf. She's making sure that everyone is taking only one pastry at a time so that there's enough to last for all of the customers. One of the children of the town, you can see, is they were playing in the street earlier yesterday. One of the children comes up, a little boy, tries to grab one of the Danishes, and she smacks his hand away. She seems to be very stern when it comes to taking seconds. And then Agnes comes over and she says, "What is it, dear? Is everything right? Is the breakfast not sufficient? I'll tell Agnes to make more."
Whenever Spooks realizes that his item is gone, he'll scream, "Oh man, where's my lantern?" Oh! And he'll sprint down the stairs and join the group. Or I imagine he'd sleep in a little late, being a kid.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So everybody looked and left Spooks upstairs.
Xanth is going to sit back and just kind of watch the crowd in the room for any kind of responses as they might hear some of this stuff going on.
Give me a, let's see, perception check. See if you can overhear a conversation. Just call out your number, because I don't have Roll20 up yet.
12.
12. You overhear some conversation. There's a couple of other patrons who are sipping their tea and eating their biscuits, but nothing of items or that anybody has found something that's not theirs You don't hear any conversation. Mostly mundane things. A couple arguing. You know. It's
I'll
not
go
you,
and
it's
talk-
me.
Can
You
I
hear a lot of that
sidle up to
conversation.
Annabelle? Kind of sneak off and sidle up to Annabelle while she's slapping children's hands.
Did you say you saunter?
Yeah, I would saunter.
Okay.
I'll say,
So you go ahead.
Annabelle, we've lost some items: a lantern, a mirror, a bizarre thing with 2 holes in it in a rectangle with leather. Has this ever happened before? Missing items in this establishment? You're not family, so you'll speak more truly.
Are you saying there's a thief about?
Yes, that appears to be the case.
I've
Did
been
not all
working
miss-
here at the Wander Inn for 5 years now. Not one person has stolen anything on my watch. Not even one extra pastry. And she smacks another kid's hand away.
But
Told
then
you one!
That's just not true, is it? Because our items are missing.
Well, I am only here in the kitchen and the common room. But if I see it, I'll let you know. Will you be back for lunch? You and your group. I need to know how much to make.
We'll have to find these items, so I would imagine yes.
Okay, we're going to be setting up outside for lunch. It looks like it's going to be a beautifully sunny day. Make sure you're back by 12 p.m. sharp.
Okay, noon. Makes sense. I'll come back and tell the group. Well,
Did you
they're
have a
still
pastry
talking
yet?
to Agnes. No, definitely not.
She
I'll take one
shoves
now.
she shoves like a Danish in your mouth.
Oh,
Take it. And tell your friends to come get one.
thank you.
Nobody can have seconds till everyone has their first.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Good. So you go back to the group and you're looking around. And you don't see your items. Nobody seems like they are hiding something. Chris, you were previewing the crowd and looking around, trying to gain some information, listening on some convos. Nothing. Agnes and Thurman come back over to the group as you're discussing, and Agnes says, "Listen, I know my husband's not going to want me to tell you this." And he kind of like groans and he rolls his eyes. Oh boy. And she says, "But listen, there's been a man who's been here for the last week or so. Goes by the name Ross Anger." And she checks her like book. And she's like, "Yep, Ross Anger. With a name like that spells trouble. I think he might be behind it. I've seen him sit in the common room, just staring at people. And he goes out into the town. Every now and then I've heard people saying that he makes people uncomfortable. He just watches them. Kind of creepy like. He's bald. Trying to think, what does he look like?" And her husband says, "He's always out with that red hat. You've seen him before." "Oh yes, he has this bright red hat. He looks like trouble, and his name is Anger. I'm worried he might have done something, and if you are missing items, who's next?"
Can we get
Seems
a
logical to me.
perception check on that?
Insight or perception?
Insight
Do
is
you
what
wanna-
I meant. Thank you.
Gotcha. Go for it. Just call out your number because I'm not on the Roll20 screen yet.
16.
She is worried. She looks like she's got a reputation to uphold, and she's whispering and keeping things quiet. She definitely can tell that she doesn't want the word that your 5 items were missing.
Do you
She
think-
says, if you could possibly talk to him, find these items, get them back, you can save us a lot of trouble.
Angus, do you
your room
think you
for-
could spread the word and tell the whole town about our stolen items? Just
We could put up wanted signs, or posters, missing item posters. Now, honey, let's not get carried away. It's very possible you're adventurers, right? I could tell. I used to be an adventurer back in the day. It's possible that on your journey here, you may have lost these items, right?
no. That
I
is
had
not
mine
possible.
last night.
I look in
never
mine before I
removed
go to
mine.
sleep every night.
Well, listen, we have our 2 kids and our reputation to uphold. I just beg of you not to claim that there's a thief here in the inn until we're certain. Does that seem reasonable?
Yes,
Sure.
you don't need to hurt your business, but you need to help us.
If we
Yeah,
find
please,
this thief, he's gonna
help
strung
us.
up in front of your business.
We don't want that either. No, just report him to the authorities, and then we can move on with our lives.
You might want to find him before we do.
Well, I appreciate the discretion, and I like I said, if you find a thief, if there's someone who's stealing items here, we'll give you your rooms for free. Okay. All right. So I'm
I'd
gonna
like to
switch to
saunter
roll
over
20.
and get my biscuit, please. My Danish.
Actually, Mutius comes back over with all the biscuits and stuff and gives them to everybody. And I'm switching over to roll 20 screen so everyone can see the map. I'm going to switch over to a. Yeah, this should be perfect. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Let's see. So this is a. Nope, this is not that. This is. Hold on. Let me just make sure I want to put up a player view map. Here we go. This should work now. Yeah, okay, good. Actually, I got this idea from Esper as well. When he played on my channel, he was like, try doing a player view. Maybe that'll be better for the viewer. So let's see how it works. See if I can manage all this. All right, do you see the map?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay, good. Good. I'm going to switch over to our Roll20 view. So everybody's tokens are right there. This is the town of Hallenstead. The inn is the large building on the northeast side of the map. Most of the other buildings here are homes, houses, because, again, this is a small frontier village, so almost everybody makes their own goods except for a few individuals. Again, if you have... since there's no, obviously, marker or anything like a key here, as you go through places, I'll tell you what they are. But again, most of them are homes, the small little either outhouses or wells, things like that. But generally speaking, a small town where everybody knows your name. Your tokens are here outside the inn. And just so everybody can see, we've got, let's zoom in as much as I can here. Yeah, these are printable heroes tokens. We've got Xanth, the drow. We've got Finn, the half-elf cleric. We've got Spooks, Tortle. We've got Gru and Mutius. There we go. All right, so you can tell me what you'd like to do, but you head out into the fresh spring air.
Well,
This
Xanth's
would
gonna
wanna-
pull his hood up over his head and curse the sun.
That's true. It is sunny, bright sunshine.
And he's gonna try to stay up against the buildings where there might be some shade.
Gotcha.
Ah, it's so glorious outside. Makes me
This
forget about
must-
my missing item.
The fact that we lost our items must be a test from Bahamut. It must be a telling that when we rediscover our items, we will rediscover a part of ourselves as well.
That's it.
Steve,
I lost a part of myself. I hope it wasn't my heart.
Only spiritually, only spiritually, my son.
Well, that makes me feel better. Thanks, Finn.
You could probably stand to lose your heart a couple of times, Gru. There's plenty of
I got
ladies in
one.
this village.
I don't like this game. Let's go find our items. I'm gonna walk in this direction.
Sure. You
Spooks would
start
ask
heading
random people if they've seen his lantern, like grabbing them by the scruff. Like, have you seen my lantern?
Yeah, you do. You do come across a few civilians. They are common folk here in the town, and most of them look at you confused, puzzled. I haven't seen anything. No, I'm sorry. It's sunny out. Why do you need a lantern? So you're cruising through the streets looking for your items, talking to people. Everyone seems friendly. Kids are running around all over the place. And you can see it must be laundry day. Every single home has their laundry strung up across, connected by clotheslines, connecting to parts of their homes or sheds. And there's almost seems like there's a clothesline at every household. And it's kind of fun. You see all the colors flying through the air. You could see, old Thurman's polka-dotted underwear hanging out by the inn. It's fantastic. And that is when you hear it. A shrill scream. A female is calling out for help down to the southwestern corner of the map. Because of all the clotheslines that are up, it's kind of hard to see where it's coming from exactly, but it's clear. It is a cry for help. What do you do?
Sprint.
Sprint as fast as we can towards the direction of the sound.
Any
Yeah.
commoner that you see as you pass them is startled and kind of struck with fear. They don't go anywhere near the screams, but you bolt right in that direction. When you get to about here, that's when you see it. Yeah, right to about here. And Xanth, do you want to be behind?
Yeah, it'd be like right up here.
Okay, cool. When you get to here, that's when you see it. That's when you see it. Let me just bring up the tokens. Let's see how good this screen is here. And that's when you see it. You see an old woman. She must be in her late 70s. She is wearing a little bonnet, and she looks like she was taking down some clothes from a clothesline. And as you see the wind blowing, it looks like some of the clothes are forming into humanoid shapes. For a moment, you think it must be a trick of the eye, but then the patterns and materials start to combine together, creating some sort of creature that reaches out for her. And this is what you see. And that's not it. I'm looking on the player screen. I'm gonna have to get used to going player to GM screen here, but here's what you see.
We're fighting dirty laundry.
You are. You can see a
Oh.
humanoid creature formed out of everyone's drying laundry. And it looks like they are reaching out towards the woman, trying to wrap their tattered clothes around her neck. Let's roll initiative.
Actually, at least it's clean laundry, actually, to be fair.
Oh, what?
You know what? I didn't bring up the.
And I didn't click on my character anyway. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just write it down for this. No big deal. Everybody, tell me what you got. We'll start with Nate.
15.
John,
18.
Woohoo.
Dexter.
6.
Don't sound so upset.
I'm very enthused.
Andrew
16.
and Xanth. Chris,
16.
who would like to go first?
Me.
Chris, what's your dex bonus? Your initiative. I
Plus
mean.
3. I think that John got an 18, so he should.
Yeah, John got an 18.
No, I mean between you and Andrew, because you both got
Oh.
16s.
Oh,
Andrew,
John-
what'd you get? What's your
Chris
bonus?
can go first. I'm plus
Chris
3 as
go-
well, but
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, so John, Chris, Andrew, Nate, and then Dexter.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
great. Okay. John, you're up first.
Sounds great. I'm going to.
I'm going to just do something here. There's a clothesline right here. A clothesline right here. Clothesline right here. And a clothesline from the awning here to the side. Those are clotheslines. They're going to be providing three-quarters cover for anything behind it. Go ahead.
So they still have clothes on them, I'm guessing.
Yes, these are the clotheslines are intact. They have clothes on them, but these are the clothes that have come off of it and attacked.
All right, I am going to sprint right on up and attack with my katana. This is just a longsword. With my main hand, that's a 14 to hit.
14 to hit.
Yep.
Let's see here. That is a hit.
All right, cool. Well, these are one-handed damage, so that's going to be 6 damage with that attack. Now, because I have, just to remind the viewers, a dual weapon feat, I'll attack with my bonus action, my second sword. That is a 10 to hit.
10 is not going to hit. You swing and you feel like you just got to hit a pile of laundry.
All right, so I did 6 slashing damage.
Okay, so 6 slashing from the first attack. And anything else from you? That was your movement bonus action, right?
Correct.
Okay. Next up is Xanth.
All right, Xanth is going to. How far can I run? The double or triple?
If you were to dash, you can go 60 feet, but your normal movement is 30. By the way, Chris,
Dash.
you are absolutely right, though. You have sunlight sensitivity, correct? Or
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We'll say that if you're next to, like, a building, you can get into the shade of its overhang. But if you go into the open, you'll have the sunlight sensitivity.
Right. That was my goal. Okay, so I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay.
And I will do a hide from there if I can.
Sure. So, well, actually, dash would be your double action. Do you have cunning action at first level as a rogue? Does anybody remember?
I don't know.
No, you won't.
I don't see it written here, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think you have cunning action until second level, if I'm not mistaken. So
Okay.
you can. Your action would be to dash.
Yeah, second
Okay.
level.
That is what I
Yeah,
would do.
that's right.
Everyone loves first level, right?
Oh, yes.
Been a while.
It's been a while. It is, yeah. All right, so you double move to behind the building, and then we go to Andrew. What does Mutius do?
Where's the lady here?
I don't have a token for her, but we'll say she's next to John. I could place something there.
Okay, so I'm going to go as close as I can to John, and I am going to say, "It's so last season, it disgusts me." Cast vicious mockery for 1 psychic damage on a DC 12 Wisdom save.
A 13.
Oh, okay. So
Is that your
nothing
save?
else. Yeah, it's 12 is the save.
Gotcha. So it passes. So you mock the tattered clothing, but they seem to have no fear of you.
Okay, great.
Anything else
I
from
think- Yeah, on a bonus action, I'll give Gru Bardic Inspiration,
you? Ooh, okay. It's a D6 there, John.
like a save,
Bardic.
attack, or
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
action.
Awesome. Then we go to Nate. Spooks.
Hey. So Spooks is pretty spooked by these things. And when he gets spooked, he kind of tenses up and he's going to take on the form of his undead patron. Form of dread. So I get D10 temporary hit points, and I can force them to make a wisdom saving throw if I hit them. So I get 7 temporary hit points.
Sweet.
And I sprint down to that space below Gru there, kind of childishly yelling as I go, and swing away at this this one between Gru and I.
Okay.
First with my shovel for a 14.
That'll hit.
Heck yeah! Oh, not so good there. 4 bludgeoning damage.
Gotcha.
But then I will swing with my left hand. As a turtle, I have claws. And so a 12 with my claws to swing around.
Yeah, just a heads up. The bludgeoning damage as you swing with the shovel, which is essentially a
Should
mace,
that
right?
be? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like it doesn't have as much of an effect. These creatures might be resistant to bludgeoning damage.
Good. Ooh. Good. They're resistant to bludgeoning. I shout. If I pick up on that enough.
Yeah, I'd say you feel it. Yeah.
12 with my offhand claws as I come around. A haymaker.
12 hits.
Oh, sweet. So 3 more slashing damage, but Bob, this guy's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. DC 12?
Gotcha.
Or spell saves 12.
Yeah, it's gonna fail.
All right, so that dude is frightened of my undead turtle form.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
So he's gonna
until
have
the end of-
disadvantage on attacks, and people are gonna have advantage on. Oh, is it just against you, or it gives him the frightened condition?
He's frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Yeah, I still think it's gonna work. He gets frightened, so frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and can't willingly move closer to you, the source of fear. Gotcha.
Okay,
Okay. Perfect.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm done.
Now the clothes are gonna go. The clothes fall to the floor. This pile of clothes that you've been hitting on, they just fall to the floor. They're loose. It looks like just somebody dumped their laundry basket on the ground. The one that's here is going to the next to you, directly to the left, is going to attack. It's going to actually contort itself. It's going to move around you, in between you and the elderly woman. It's going to make itself about only a few inches wide as it strings out its clothes and gets onto the other side of you. It's going to attack with its clothes. It's going to lash at you with its, let's see, it's got belt buckles or whatever's got some sort of buttons or heavy duty buckles on it. It's going to smack at you. A total of 11. Does that hit you? No, sorry, 10. I apologize. Does not hit you, I assume, right?
You muted, Nate.
Thanks, John. Sorry. Yep, that does not hit me.
Okay. And then
I
it's
was
going to take the
responding with
rest.
surprise to that really cool move, by the way.
Oh, damn.
It was really
And
cool.
then, thank you. And it's going to take the rest of its movement to go behind the clothesline. Still in engagement range with you. The one that was behind the clothesline is going to step forward and will attack you with its lash as well. And low, not going to hit. Rolled a 2, so okay. We go to Dexter. You're up next.
All right. I will go about the clotheslines. In melee range, do they still give the... Sorry, what did you say the clotheslines gave again?
They provide 3/4 cover if something is on the opposite side of the clothesline.
Okay.
So for range attacks, 3/4 cover basically is +5 to their AC and dexterity saving throws against attacks and effects that originate on the opposite side of the cover.
In that case, I will move here and I will attempt to... I don't know if this will work or not, but I will attempt to toll the dead at the one that just moved out from behind the clothesline.
Gotcha.
And is behind Spooks. So this one. If I can click it. But
This one?
yeah, that one.
Right.
So you must make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
A DC wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Sorry, a wisdom saving throw, excuse me. All right, here it comes. Ooh, 16.
All right.
Probably gonna succeed. Is there any other effect to it, or is it pass or fail?
It's just pass or fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We go to top of the order now. John is up, then Chris, you're on deck. John, what's your passive perception?
12.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, not okay. Not good enough. I'm going to move. I guess I'm going to. Darn it. Stand on top of his body. That's okay.
Yep, when you do, John, the clothes come back alive and
Awesome.
attack you. They're at disadvantage because they're frightened. And I rolled a 1 and a 20. So it's taking the disadvantage at 1. It fails to lash at you, but you can
Shit.
tell it's alive. So you're gonna be pushed out of its space. The old woman runs to the tree and hides.
Perfect. All right. Did that waste any of my movement?
No, you're good to go.
Awesome. So I guess it's no longer got an X on it, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
attack it again. It just attacked me and shoved me. So, main hand. 9 will not hit. My offhand. Is it
Ooh,
11?
John. It does not hit.
Woof. Good thing I didn't rage.
Although, yeah, no, it doesn't hit.
You're gonna have
Okay.
the D6, remember?
That's true. Maybe I should use it now. I just don't know what these things are doing. Yeah, I'll do it. You gave it to
Go
me.
for it.
Let's go for it. Thanks for the reminder. Does the
It hits.
13 hit?
It
Oh.
does.
There you go, you're inspired.
Thank you. I feel inspired for 3 slashing damage.
And you feel like you'd connect and actually cut apart these clothes. Now they are in a pile, but they're in shreds.
Before they were only mostly dead, and now they're
It
dead.
just looked like a pile of laundry. Now it looks like shredded laundry.
Mm.
All right, sweet. Great.
Anything
bargain.
else from you?
No, that's it. Movement, bonus action. I'm good.
Xanth.
Xanth is gonna slip on up here. 5, 10, 15. Do I have to be behind, or can I be here and backstab? Or sneak
You could
attack?
be there. Yeah, you could be there.
I'll still get my sneak attack and all the bonuses. Okay.
So the only thing is that you'll get sneak attack because the turtle is next to the creature. But if you wanted to hide, you'd have to take a stealth check and do all that. But that would take your action. The benefit
yeah,
of yeah,
I'm counting on a position sneak attack here.
go for it.
All right, so let's see here. Is there a thing for sneak attack?
There might be, but if it's
Okay, I gotta
if
hit
it's too
first. I got it.
confusing,
Okay, so I'm gonna swing with the rapier, and then I'll use my bonus action to also swing with my short sword.
Go for it.
Rapier. I rolled damage.
Yes, you rolled
Here's
just
the
the damage. So roll to
I
hit.
Gotcha. There's to hit.
Wow, 22. That's definitely gonna hit, and the damage is 14.
Yeah. And I guess
Chris, how do you-
that was a sneak attack. Yep.
How do you KO this? What do you do to the laundry?
So I destroy it, and then before the clothes are able to fall, I kind of slip into the nice-looking coat.
Yes, you have a lovely coat. Maybe a what kind of coat material will get hung? Some sort of cotton coat, I'm sure. Whatever it is, you slip into this beautiful, almost gown-like coat,
Nice.
and you stumble upon your friends outside of the laundry line, and you look a new man. Andrew is up next.
And sheath my rapier. And I shout, "For Otoferlin! House Otoferlin!" I stand on top of this. Oh, actually, let's move for it. And I get behind this guy, and I try and pierce him with my rapier.
The clothesline, though, will provide cover.
Oh, how? Oh, all right. I'll stand on the dead guy.
Gotcha.
And let's roll for the rapier. Okay. A 10.
Not gonna hit.
Oh dear. That'll be everything then. I'll leave it there.
Okay. Nate, you're up.
Excellent. I'm going to swing at the one right here. With turn with my undead form and shovel him with a 9. Not gonna go well, I think.
No.
But then
Claw?
gonna throw that haymaker again with the claws. Oof, with an 11. Not so
You
good.
guys are just missing.
Yeah.
I think you've rolled every number like within the actual AC. Like you rolled a 12, you rolled a 13, you rolled an 11. Many times.
And
But anything else from you? That's it, right?
a hefty sigh. That's it.
Listen. All right. The creature's going to go. It's going to attack. Let's see here. Went after you, Nate, a few times. Let's go after the bard. Andrew, what's your AC?
15, I believe.
It's going to miss. It's going to use its opportunity to kind of slide away as it goes on the other side of the clothesline. John and Nate, you can take attacks of opportunity on it. Okay, both.
17 from moi.
15.
Nice. So is it 5 and 6?
Yes.
Well, it's 5 bludgeoning, Bob.
Yeah, so 2 bludgeoning and 6 slashing makes it 8. Andrew, this thing's going to also slink away, but it's going to get the armor bonus. You can take an attack of opportunity through the clothesline.
Okay, so that's disadvantage, right?
Correct. No, it gets a +5 to its AC, but
Oh, but
if you
critical
crit,
hit.
it doesn't matter.
There we go. Take that.
Oh. Nice.
And I added another D8, right? So let's stick that in there. Oh,
yeah,
only
you
one. Right.
you
8.
kill it. How do you destroy this? Because it was going through the clothesline.
Well, as it goes, I kind of just with a flick of the rapier, it goes through the clothesline and it tears the laundry in half. Creates a terrible mess and it falls to the floor.
Gotcha. Okay. So the clothes fall down and they don't reanimate. That is the end of the combat. I'm going to switch back to some lovelier music here. All right, everybody. The old woman who was trying to put her laundry away, she's kind of crouched over by the tree, peering over. Is it safe?
I'll go over to her. Old lady, your laundry came alive. What happened?
I don't know. I was hanging up my dear late husband's military petticoat, and then they came alive. They attacked me. Are you there? Are you wearing my husband's petticoat?
I'll give it back to her.
It's Reginald's. Give it back to me.
I saved it.
I'll ask how late is your husband?
Oh, he
Not
hasn't.
knowing what that
He's
means.
he was supposed to come to dinner 40 years ago. He's
Nice.
been late. Ever since.
I don't understand. What's taking him so long?
I thank you. You saved my life. Oh dear, this is bringing back so many awful memories.
Memories.
Would you like me to reassure you of one of my songs?
I would love that song. Yes.
This is a very short song. It's called Reassurance for the Lady. Reassurance.
What a
Dad, do
beautiful
you feel better now?
Are you going to start, or?
The music is not just the notes; it is the space in between as well. Otherwise, everything would just be one long, loud note. I specialized in the in-between space.
Oh dear, that is Yes, lovely. Thank you. Now, here, take this. And she takes out her purse, and she takes like a copper coin out and gives one to each of you.
Great.
Oh boy!
I have 0 money. That's not bad.
It's the first coin. First coin ever.
Okay.
Before the woman gives me the coin, I say, no need. I do this for not the coin, but for goodwill and for helping out others. But may you answer one question in return?
Of course. What can I say?
We actually were staying at the old inn last night, and we happened to get our items, precious to us, stolen. Might you know what had happened to them, or have you ever heard of a thief or robber in this town?
I've been living in Hallenstead my whole life. There was only one time that I can recall where something like this happened. Mother Sodity. Yes, it's Mother Sodity. Back again. No doubt. The old woman seems very, very hesitant to say the name even, as she starts collecting her clothes from the floor.
What name was that you didn't say?
Mother Sodity. And she looks around. There's people gathering now, hoping to see if the woman's all right. She goes by she doesn't go by. Her name is, let's see, what's her name? Maria. She's an elder woman wearing a bonnet. She looks like she's very anxious right now because of these clothes that came alive and attacked her. And she says to you all, well, you see, many years ago, it must have been 20 years or so at this point. Well, I can't confirm all of the rumors, but there was a entity, Mother Sodity. She's what they call a keeper of lost things. Lots of things around the town went missing.
And where did this keeper reside, if you know?
I don't know. She's more of a legend than anything. I mean, no one really ever saw her, but that was the rumor. Some of the children had mentioned that they saw an old, kind woman. And then she looks at herself. Not me, I swear. That sounds really weird, but I promise you, it's been a strange, strange day. I need to rest.
Can I perception whether she's lying?
Sure. Give me a perception check. Or insight check, excuse me.
Insight, okay.
Yeah, it's insight, yeah.
4.
4. Well, your guess is as good as anybody's.
I allow us to walk you to your home.
Yeah, her home is the one to the south west that you were just outside of. So you'll get her inside, tuck her in bed. She'll love to go to sleep right now, take a nap after all this excitement.
Can I look around a house for our items?
Yeah, you can look. Give me a perception check or an investigation.
21.
No, there's nothing there. She has her own handheld mirror, but it's just made of silver, and she does have an outlet in her house, so it's not Gru's item. You know, a lantern, but it's clearly been lit before. That sort of stuff.
I guess we'll leave.
Yeah. She does thank you again and says that if she had more to spare, she'd give you a bigger prize, but you know, she thanks you for saving her life, and you'll head back into the town. So, let's switch back to the Roll20 view so you can see yourselves here. There we go. Where do you want to go?
Is there a crowd assembled?
There was a small crowd, maybe 5 or 6 people, until you brought her inside, and then everybody's back to their business.
Is
However,
there a red hat guy around?
No one with a red hat. But you do hear some commoners as you pass through the town, the homes, people taking their laundry down now. They seem to be very concerned. They're putting their laundry back away. And you hear shouts like, "Yeah, my pocket watch. It was here just a moment ago." A kid saying, "Where did my teddy go? Where did it go?" It seems like other people have lost their items too.
Can I go up to the kid that lost his teddy?
Yeah. Hey, mister. What's up?
Hello, have you lost your teddy, little boy?
I woke up and it was gone, but I was holding it all night.
Well, we've all lost items here as well. Have you any idea where these things could have gone?
I don't know. My guess is I lost it. My dad says I always lose things.
Have you ever heard of a Mother Sodity?
Mm-mm. Is she mean?
Yes, she eats children, I've heard.
Oh, no! Am I in danger? I'm in danger.
I've heard first she can take your things and then maybe eat your flesh.
Oh my goodness! Dad! Dad! And he starts running to his home, and his father looks up at you and gives you a stern look and then goes inside.
Utius laughs to himself.
That man told me someone's gonna eat me! And then they close the door.
It's good to warn these townsfolk of the dangers, the supernatural.
You search the town looking for people. You might encounter a few other commoners at any point and ask them if they've lost something. And it seems like it's hit or miss, maybe a 50-50 chance that somebody you speak to has lost something. Nobody seems to know anything about a Mother Sodity. You spend the rest of the morning kind of searching, scanning the streets, but no man in the red hat or anything.
There's no police force or anything?
No, everything's kind of there's like maybe some volunteers that do stuff, but no, everybody kind of manages themselves. It's a, like I said, a town where everybody knows each other, and population maybe of 50, and really no issues of crime at all. Although if you talk to anybody about what happened 20 years ago, most people shrug it off and say, yeah, it was an old legend, Mother Sodity, but nothing more than a quick dismissal. You search the whole town, and you feel like you've really gone everywhere. You search every back alley and road, and you're headed back towards the inn, because it's getting close to lunchtime. And the fact that you heard Annabelle scream out, "Lunch is ready! Come and get it!" And so you figured, might as well get a bite to eat before you start looking again. Move your tokens towards the inn. Maybe about right here. Yeah. When you get in view of the Wander Inn, you can see out of the front door bursts Annabelle. She's running, her headscarf ablaze. She runs to a nearby puddle, and she dips her head in to douse the water. And she looks up at you all and she goes, "You've got to help! Please! Defend us!" And she turns to the door, and you can see a candelabra. 2 candelabras, excuse me, and a fork. Yes. A serving fork. Animated, headed towards her, and they're ready to continue to pour flame and poke and prod Annabelle. Let's roll initiative again. All right, well, when I'll call it out again. That worked pretty well. Let's see here. Let's start
I
with.
think some karma came for me, Bob. I rolled a 1,
Oh,
and
wow.
it seems like claws are not light weapons. So that was my. So I can't attack twice, which was something I overlooked.
Poor
so
Nate.
I won't be doing that again.
Serves you right. 1 it is. John?
21.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't understand. No one rolls this well. Any of the characters I play.
Chris?
16.
And Dexter?
14.
And Andrew?
13.
Nice. All right, so we've got Gru, Xanth, Finn, Mutius, and Spooks. We'll start there. I'm gonna change this music because this is not the music for fighting. This is not the music for fighting. And I'll place the tokens as well. All right, so again, I set the scene for you all. You could just discuss what you might want to do, and then we'll go to the combat here.
I don't really want to fight an animated fork. Can we not just grab it?
Possibly.
You do that. Bob, what's this building?
I believe it's like a outhouse of sorts, or maybe it's just a covering of a well. That may be what it is.
Okay, can it be a well?
Yeah, we'll call it a well. The covering of a well, yeah.
You don't like the outhouse in the middle of the town?
I don't know. I see candelabras with fire. I see water.
Listen, you
No,
need the office to be at the center of town, all right?
It's the town where everybody knows where you poop.
Everybody knows where you poo.
So I'm pretty sure Gru wouldn't figure this out, but there's some nice water right there.
All right. So you can see the creatures come out. By the way, I have to tell you the name of these creatures. So it's a Fork Knight, because this is all from Esper's Esoterica, Emporium of Esoterica. We got a Fork Knight and the
Oh my god.
Candelabra Cadabra.
Oh
So-
my god.
It's too good to not say the name.
That
Candelabra
Fork
Cadabra.
Knight you zoom in is amazing. The
Yeah.
art on that Fork Knight token.
The Fork Knight, yeah. Let me see if I can zoom in on the Fork Knight here. Yeah, look at that. All right, so here we go. So it's this we got a fork, animated fork, and Lumieres. Let's do it. John, looks like you're gonna probably be going first here.
I will be. And I am just a wee bit outside. So I'm going to use my bonus action. No, sorry, I just gotta run. I hate it. But I can't get there. I should have just moved myself up earlier.
All good. So you double move,
I'm
To
gonna
the
double
enemy?
move all the way up there. Yep, I can't get there.
even on double move. Okay.
No, I can get there on a double move. I
Oh,
can't get
gotcha.
there. I was just double checking. And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Come on,
so
guys, let's kill the other objects that
So
are
you-
coming to life.
So you run up to the creatures. Annabelle scurries off away from the fray, and they focus their attention to you. We're gonna start with the Fork Knight.
Forked.
Yep, we're gonna start with the Fork Knight. The Fork Knight, you can see it, even though it's like like I said, it's a fork. It just kind of carries itself in a regal sense. It looks like it is a knight in shining silverware. It's going to attack you with its fork. What's your armor class?
16. Thanks to the
that's-
dual wielding feat.
Gotcha. Let's see if it hits you. It's going to be a 13, so it's not going to hit, but it does seem to be ready for combat. And then we go to the candelabras. This one that's next to you doesn't want to be next to you. It's going to leave your space, but you can make an attack opportunity if you'd like.
Yes, please. 24.
Oh yeah, that's going to hit.
5 slashing damage.
Gotcha. 5 slashing. Okay. And then we're going to go to its attacks. They're both going to cast a spell. Let's see. Dexter, we'll start with you. What's your armor class?
Sorry, Bob. That's 8. That one didn't have the modifier. That's 8. Slashing damage, sorry.
Is it 8? 8, you said?
Yeah, I clicked on the bonus action word instead of the regular attack.
Gotcha. Well, then that will clobber this one. It's going to... Whoops. It's going to become a normal, mundane candelabra as the flames go out and it falls to the side. This one will produce flame on Dexter. Your AC is what again, Dexter?
My AC is 18.
18?
Yes.
Sweet. All right, so it's not going to hit you either. As produce flame, just double checking here. Flame appears in your hand, so you can make attack with it. Range spell attack on a hit. Yep. Okay, so it shoots out flame from one of its candles, and you dodge out of the way. The flame landing eventually on the ground. We go to the group. Xanth is up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And can't really get in range, so he's just gonna go up here and just kind of hang out. He's gone over his movement, so.
Gotcha. Okay. You don't want to make a range attack?
Well, I guess I can go here and make a range attack. That's only 30 feet.
But
Right?
you'll
'Cause
be.
if I go over 30, I can't do an attack.
If you go more than your speed, yeah, you'd have to dash to do that. So it's an action. You
Yeah,
could
okay,
stay
so I'll go
closer
30
to
here,
the...
and I'll throw one of my throwing daggers.
Okay, you'll have disadvantage in the bright sunlight unless you want to stay near the well.
I'll just throw it from here.
Go ahead. With disadvantage, pick your target. The candelabra?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
So is it disadvantage for attacks too, or is it just...
Because you're in the sunlight, I believe. You have...
I thought it was like perception. But okay.
I could be wrong. If I'm
We'll look
wrong,
later.
then
Not a
that's
big
that.
Attack the other guy and get sneak attack, no?
It says you have disadvantage on attack rolls and wisdom perception checks that rely on sight.
Oh, okay.
If using the old rules for the drow, I don't know if they actually eliminated that for the new drow and the Mordenkainen's.
I only see a notation under perception, but that's all right.
So actually, you might be using the updated stats of the drow, and if that's the case, I believe they did remove any sort of like the kobold and the drow who had that. I think they did take out the attacking part. So if that's what it says on your sheet, roll with your sheet.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything here. So.
Okay.
Okay, I'll throw one at this guy then, because I'll get a sneak attack on him, right?
You will, yeah.
Okay, so I'll sneak attack that guy.
Go for it.
That's gonna be a 10.
A 10. We'll even say that the dagger gets real close, but the fork uses its silverware fork to, like, knock it out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it even looks in your direction. It doesn't have face or discernible anatomy, but it looks at you, and you can tell this thing is pissed. Let's go to Finn. Dexter's.
Good. Alrighty. I will. Has the fork been hit yet or no?
The fork has not been hit.
Okay. I'll move to the candelabra and make an attack with here we go. I'll make an attack with my Warhammer. Alrighty. If it rolls. There we go. A 6.
Clearly not going to hit you. You whiff, and you can see the flames kind of move with the gust of your blow there.
Okay.
Anything else from you?
Let me see. I might want to.
Andrew's on deck.
No, I think that's it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Now we go to Andrew and then Nate on deck after that.
Okay, I'm going to go to here. And I'm going to say to the candelabra, "We're going to knock your lights out, fellow."
And then silence.
And then silence, yeah. Ooh. DC 12 wisdom save.
DC 12. Oh my goodness, how is he gonna fight this? You said it's wisdom?
Yeah.
Fails in 11.
So he takes 4 psychic damage and disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Gotcha. 4. Psychic. Yep. Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Nate, spooks up.
Books. He takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moves up here, and he's since gone back from undead back to alive turtle. I guess that only lasts a minute. But he's gonna put out a clawed hand and shoot an Eldritch Blast. Spell save. DC
Who you attacking?
12. This guy right in front of Gru. Trying to help out my guy.
The Fork Knight. Go ahead, make your attack roll.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's a spell save.
Eldritch Blast? No. No,
That
make a
is
ranged spell
how it-
attack. Yeah,
that's
make
what
a
I
ranged spell
thought.
attack on the
All right, I
target.
pulled it in from the roll 20 list, and it's
I think it just always puts your spell save on every spell, but it says
okay,
here,
cool.
make a
We'll
ranged
Make a
spell
ranged
attack.
spell attack.
Yeah.
yeah.
All good.
Yeah, right.
So
Good to
what's
know.
your total?
Yeah, not gonna hit though. Probably 7.
No, not at all. The fork.
Yeah.
The fork is. You could tell it's heavily armored, like a knight would be. Anything
That's
else from you,
unfor-
Nate?
No, I'm gonna stay right there.
All
That
right,
was
John.
unfortunate.
I missed it. Dang. John's up.
Watch it back.
I'll have to watch it back.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Go ahead, John. You're up.
So I'm going to draw my other weapon and then continue to attack the Fork Knight in front of me.
Gotcha.
Ooh, 20.
Ooh.
That'll be a 20.
That'll even hit the Fork Knight.
That's 9 slashing damage.
Slashing. Gotcha.
Yep, with my second katana or longsword.
A 1, nat 1.
That is a nat 1.
Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it.
Not
All right. Not the fork. Maybe not.
Hey guys, this one's stronger.
Yeah, the Fork Knight jumps into action. It's going to move 1, 2, getting closer to its friend. The Fork Knight is going to use a bonus action. Even though it's not speaking, you get the sense that it's looking to defend its friend. It's going to have to move a little closer than that, doesn't it?
It does.
Let's do it. It's going to move. John, get an attack of opportunity.
Crit.
Ooh, great.
Oh!
You look like it was going to defend its friend, and while it turned its back to sprint, you cut it down with a total of how much damage is that? Jeez.
12.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. 1 hit.
1d8
Okay.
rolled a 2. It wasn't great. Yeah, but that's still, I'll take it. 12's
It
awesome.
looks up as it's cut down, reaching out to the candelabra, and then it turns into a mundane fork.
So dramatic.
The candelabra is going to attack you, Dexter. You're right next to it. It's going to produce flame. And let's see.
Vicious mockery as well, right? Or
Yeah, I rolled with disadvantage here. So it misses. It's going to take the lower number, which it rolled a. It actually rolled a 12. Can you see my rolls?
No.
I
No?
see it on the.
The mini screen? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled a 20 and a 3. So Vicious Mockery comes in handy there as it's going to not be a critical hit. The flame goes wide, and the candle is going to stay in its position. We go to Xanth.
And we'll step up to here. And he will strike. Now here I can sneak attack, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Here's the rapier sneak attack. 19.
That'll connect.
5 points of damage. and I'm gonna use my bonus action to also strike with the short sword.
It's dead.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you cut it down to the wick, and then it turns into a mundane candelabra, just like the other.
Sweet.
It seems like all the kitchen items are down for the count here. All right.
Nice.
All right.
I don't
Alrighty.
understand anymore. I've had it with these damn items coming to life.
Well, that brings new
I sit
meaning
on the
to the
floor.
term cutlery.
Can I pick up the fork?
Yeah, it's a beaten up, battered fork. It's got it's what are they called? The
Tines.
what is it? The tines. Yes, they're like bent and kind of going in all different directions. It looks like it's like kind of dented, but it's fine silverware.
I say, you guys think anybody's missing this stuff the same way we're missing ours?
No, they're not missing anything, Annabelle says as she comes over, head soaked, her headscarf. She's removing it, letting down her long, dark hair. She says, absolutely not. Those are kitchen items. They're not lost. I was setting out the table, and they attacked me.
I mean, maybe our items came alive and left the same way these items came alive. I don't know.
Oh, boy.
That makes my head hurt.
You see a crowd gathered as Annabelle's trying to wring out her headscarf. Beyond the crowd, you see a man who's looking at the ground. He seems to be scanning the area, looks over very briefly. You can see he's bald and fits the description of Mr. Anger. Mr. Anger, yeah. He's walking around back to the floor, searching, and walks off past the inn, kind of towards the southward direction, beyond this larger home here.
I'm gonna
I say we go after that man.
I'm gonna cast friends on myself to give myself advantage on charisma checks against him, and then I think we should follow him, right, group?
Yeah.
Start
Right.
walking.
Where are you
Hungry as I am
going?
for lunch.
You haven't had your lunch! Annabelle's very upset. All right, so you head down towards the man. When you get to about here, let's see, Dexter, it looks like Dexter and Nate, the two of you, what's your passive perceptions as you head this way?
Perception is 13.
Perception is 13, and Nate, you said 10?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Gotcha. Okay. You can see the bald man. He seems to be cursing his own luck under his breath. You hear like sassafras and just disappeared like the wind. Damn it.
Oh.
And then he's standing over by the tree. I'll put a little circle for the man here. You can see him. He's right here by the tree. And actually, I don't think we need to really be on Roll20. And you can obviously refer to it, but he's there, and you see him from around the corner of the building, looking towards the tree that's just on the southern side of that large house in the center of town. And it switches back over to regular screen so we can see our faces for this. Okay, so yeah, you see him looking around towards the ground, just like around the tree. Where is it? Son of a...
I'm gonna walk up to the tree and start looking like for the same thing he's looking for. Just kind of, what are you looking for?
Oh, you startled me. What are you all doing here?
Looks like you lost something. I lost something too.
Yeah? What's that? You're not trying to play any tricks on me, are you?
Mr. Anger, don't get angry, please.
Angry?
I lost something very important to me.
Did you say anger?
Yes, that's your name, is it not, Ross? Ross Anger.
Oh, my goodness. My whole life, the name is Ainger. Ross Ainger.
Well, hi, Mr. Ainger.
Oh, gosh, rotten kids. And what do you want, kid? He looks to Spooks.
I just want to find my lantern. What did you lose?
My hat. I've seen it, though. It's been here. There's a cat. It's wearing
I
my
see
hat.
you'd want to cover up that head.
Why? He has a massive, shiny, bald dome up top, glistening from the sunlight.
Of course. It's getting awfully red up there.
You're right. It is. And he takes out a rag and he puts it on his head, and he's like, that'll have to do.
What
I heard
cat
it's
is
month
this?
of May or maybe early June.
There's a cat running around here with my hat. I've seen it.
I see no cat.
It's
Where
here
is this
somewhere.
cat?
It's here somewhere. And then it's at this point you hear, Nate, can you say a few things for me?
I'll check over here.
No. I want you to say.
A few things for you.
I want you to comment on the bald head again. Make fun of him. Continue to make fun of him, please.
No, Gru. I mean, because he's bald and it's embarrassing, and he doesn't want to walk around a town of 50 people and be the only bald guy.
But that sound did not come from you. That sound came from somewhere else. Nate, you did not say that. Spooks did not say that, but his voice said that somewhere in the vicinity of your conversation.
Spooks is just gonna go straight into his shell defense. This spooked him out a lot. I'm now prone in my shell.
Yep. So you hear Spooks sound like it says all the comments about the guy's bald head, and then Spooks goes right into the shell. Oh, you rotten sassafras kids, and your music.
Did we realize that it wasn't from his voice? I'm standing right next to him. Can I perceive
Give me a insight check, Gru.
Sweet.
That wasn't me. From inside the shell.
14 on the inside.
Yeah, you can tell. You've been with Spooks enough. That was not him. So you look around and there's no one else. And he's looking around too. Do you see it? Where's my dang hat?
Why did you come to this town, Ross? To make trouble?
To make trouble? No. I'm here to buy a home. Yeah, there's a home on the edge of town over there. He points to the northwest. He says, yeah, it's been abandoned for quite some time. Over like 10 years, and I'm just about saved enough money to buy it.
Have you visited this home yet?
I'm not allowed to go in there. It's the town doesn't want me to get in unless I've got the money to back up my offer here.
Oh, perhaps we should sneak in and take a look.
I mean, listen, I don't want to do anything wrong here. I want to live here. I want to be in good with the people. I've been doing my best to try to, get in with the people. I've been here for a week now, trying to, just observe and see how everything goes in the town, and I'm staying at the inn. What about you?
Oh, we're staying at the inn too. You sure I can't persuade you? We can all take a quick look together. Maybe the root of this. We've heard that a long time ago, maybe 10 years, there was a Mother Sodity, and maybe this is related in some way.
Mother who?
Sodity.
Socrates?
Yeah.
Socrates?
Sodity.
Listen, I don't want any trouble here. What are you all looking for? I mean, you don't want any trouble, do you? He says, looks a little apprehensive.
No, we're looking for our items. We've all lost items. I've lost a mirror with gold inlay. My friend's lost a lantern.
Well,
other sundries.
I guess you can do whatever you'd like. To be honest with you, I don't want to get any trouble here. I'm trying to buy a house in this town.
Spooks works up the courage to poke his head out and look up into the tree. He's looking for like a raven. He's pretty into nature, survival,
Sure.
Something like that. 12.
More of a perception check, I would say, than a nature check. Because
That's
nature is
cool.
more knowledge-like.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I just wanted it to
You
be
could keep
nature.
that roll though if you wanted to make a.
Well,
You don't need to make a new roll.
it would be a 10 with without the bonus.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't see anything really at all.
All right, cool.
It looks like there might be a bird or so in the tree, but not a raven, and nothing out of the ordinary here.
Trying to figure out what's quoting or using his voice.
Yeah, say something
Yeah.
else about say something bad about one of
Okay.
your friends, Nate.
Uh, Mutius, your birds are lame and your music isn't great. It's pretty bad.
Do I understand that came from? Do I think that came from him?
Give me an Arcana check.
$18.
Yeah, this is clearly a minor illusion that's being used to project his voice.
It can't possibly be insulting my music. There must be some kind of trickery here.
Xanth, you can't even go out in the sun. What a bummer. Try and enjoy the beach.
Where's the sound coming from? Can I roll?
It feels like it's coming from the group's conversation. It doesn't feel like it's coming from him per se, but it feels like it's coming from where you're all standing and talking.
I feel that we should probably check out the abandoned house.
Yeah, let's go.
You hear sound enter into your heads one at a time. Probably each of you get this in your heads, and it says, "Oh, you silly cats! I'm right here. You just gotta really look." And when you both look up all eventually look up into the tree one at a time, you can see this cat. I'll just show you the picture as well and describe what you see. This looks like a cat in its physical shape and form, but it doesn't look like a cat. As it starts to move, you can see it starts to glisten and glow, a variety of different colors and shapes, and you can see it start to appear from its invisible state. So it's partly incorporeal for a brief moment, and then it solidifies. And I'll show you here what you see. Does it pop up?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. And it's wearing a red and white striped hat on its head.
Is that your hat, Ross?
Yeah, there it is. Look at that dang cat. You get down here and give me that hat back. It's not yours.
Don't get angry, Mr. Anger.
It's injured. Dadgummit.
Sir Cat, why have you stolen the hat?
Oh, I just realized I didn't show the Roll20 screen here. So here you go. This is the picture of the cat.
Bahamut's like the worst god.
What?
Bob just gave me free rein to rip on
Yes, I
you
did.
guys.
I did. Rip on him. Yeah. So, the cat is walking, rather. I want to say it's trying to be rather sneaky, but it's not. You just know how cats move. They always move gracefully and quietly. So it's doing that through the trees, kind of swaying on the branches, and then eventually it gets close enough where you could probably reach up and grab it, and it's speaking to you all telepathically. And it says, "If you want the hat, you'll have to catch me first."
I'll make a dexterity. Zach, what do you want to try to catch it? It's
can use-
within arm's length.
You can use athletics, perhaps.
That'd be wonderful. That's exactly what I'd like to use. That's a 20.
That's a 20, eh?
Yep,
You go to
15.
grab it, and you do secure it. You grab it, you have the cat in your hand. It feels like a cat, in all honesty. And then it's going to cast Misty Step and teleport 30 feet away on top of the building that you're all to the south of. And then he goes,
Hey,
slipped right out of your hands.
hey,
Sorry.
that's not fair.
It walks
Can I pull
along
out-
the
He's not
leaves.
playing fair.
Can I pull out my bow?
Sure.
I don't want to use it yet. I just want to pull it out and load it cock and arrow.
You have anything that I might like?
I think we might. Do you like shiny things?
I do. How did you know?
Well, I would love to trade that hat for, and I pull out a glittering, shiny piece of gold.
Ooh.
Gold coin.
Gold
Would you
is a
like
bit mundane for me. I want something
mundane?
fun. I want something fun.
Fun, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I take the 50 feet of hempen rope that are out of my bag and I roll it into a ball of yarn.
Of yarn? Okay.
And I offer that.
Okay,
This
give me
is
a-
fun.
Give me an animal handling check.
You should just kind of throw it down to the ground.
The random background I took that gave me.
I'm gonna say that since this is cat related, you would get advantage on the roll.
Good, I need it because that 2 on the first roll wasn't gonna cut it. Oof. That's a 9.
Okay. It says, it's fine, I guess. Something more exciting, perhaps. None of you have catnip, do you?
No, but I have whiskey.
This hat looks so good on me. Way better than the bald man. Say something funny again, Nate. Say something funny, Nate.
Yeah. Gru's the worst name I've ever heard. You can't even catch a cat.
I caught the cat. It's cheating.
Did you
So-
take my mirror, cat, to look at yourself?
Mirror, my. No, not me. What do I need to look into a mirror for? I'm gorgeous.
Can I try and shoot it?
Sure, go for it.
Like, I do it all of a sudden so it can't get away.
Okay.
20,
You'll hit it. Roll your damage.
8, piercing.
8. You hit it, and it connects, and you can see the cat yelps. Ah, why would you do that? So rude.
Yes.
Nate, say something bad about Mutius.
Mutius, why? What a lame name. I know I've used that burn already, but it's hard coming up with things on the spot.
I love it. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll try and prep the next one.
The cat says, if you want your hat back so badly, take it. And it knocks off the hat off its head, and it falls to the ground. Ross dives to try to get it so it doesn't fall to the ground, and he catches it, kind of dusts it off a bit, puts it back. He looks absolutely ridiculous. Way better with this bald head than his red and white striped hat. It's also very tall. It's a tall hat, like a top hat.
Oh man.
So he's very obvious now.
Should have kept the bald head. Looks terrible.
Yes, and
That's
the cat will say that before saying, "You've bored me to death at this point. I'm gonna leave, and just to let you know, it wasn't me who took your things.
Do you know who it was?
I have a suspicion."
I promise you the first interesting item I find.
No. You shot at me, so you're all
I
dead to
didn't
me.
shoot at you. Don't that's not what Gru did.
Well, Mother Sodity will have something to say about this. Goodbye for now. And the cat disappears in a blink of an eye. Who knows when it will return? Okay. Before we had the encounter with the cat, I think we said something about the building.
Oh yeah, I wanted to check out this house he wants to buy. It sounds suspicious.
Ross looks to all of you and says, "Listen, I appreciate you getting me the hat back, but I gotta be honest with you, I'd really appreciate if you left me out of this. If you want to go check out the house, that's fine. I mean, I've seen it a little bit. I kind of saw it from the street. It looks beautiful. It's a fixer-upper. I'm gonna do some things with it, but I just want to go back to the inn now with my hat and just kind of lay low. I don't want to break any rules. I want to live here one day, you know.
Here's the deal, Mister, whatever your name is.
Anger.
They don't like you very much.
What have I done?
They think you're angry.
Well, who would have said that?
Wasn't me. But you need us to fix your reputation.
All right, fine. Go, check it out, and I'll meet you back at the inn. We'll chat over dinner. I'll buy you a drink for getting my hat back.
I'm staring at people weirdly too.
Wait, who said I stare at people weirdly? As he stares at you weirdly.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't say that. Like I'm getting away with these now.
Yeah, the cat's gone, Nate. Gotta be,
Yeah.
gotta be careful. All right, so you head over to the house. Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna move your tokens for you. You head over to the house to the northwest here, and it is an old house. It definitely looks like it's the most run down of the lot here. You know, people seem to tend to take care of their homes in the village. And this one, if it's been abandoned for 10 plus years, it's seen better days. There's, it looks like the front door is boarded up. It looks like some of the windows are also boarded, but some of those have come loose. It's a smaller house. It's nothing crazy. It's got 2 stories, and you know, the front porch looks a bit ominous because nobody's been there. There's, you know, dirt and dust and some debris on it. And there's even some writing carved into the sides of the house, or sometimes painted on. It looks like some people, maybe some, you know, young pranksters have come here already, and written, you know, Joey loves Tina on it, you know, that sort of stuff. Plenty of writing. What do you do?
Can we walk around the house and see if there's an entryway?
There's an entryway in the front, but it is boarded up. There are.
I want to walk around on the right side.
Sure, you can move your tokens. The house is small. There's only really one entryway in the front, a proper entryway, and it does look like there's some sort of maybe like a doggy door on it. The back of the house has no entry, but there are windows along the first floor.
I could go into my shell and you guys could throw me through a window.
That sounds like a fun game.
What do you want to do, everybody?
Let's do that. I vote yes.
Oh man, I say, should we first check the window?
I have.
Sure.
Oh, it's a good idea.
I approach one of the windows and give it a little good of a, you know, see if it opens.
Sure. It while the window looks like it would be functional, it's got boarding kind of all over it. It looks like one of the boards might have fallen out, and you can, with a bit of a standing on your how tall are you? 5 something? You're an elf?
6 foot.
Oh, you're
He's
6
a half
foot.
elf,
Okay.
not a real elf.
Oh, half elf, right. So you can peer into the window.
Wow.
It's dark and dusty. The house looks like it's got a few rooms on the first floor. You're looking into like some sort of like an entryway. It looks like dust and debris all over the place. Hasn't been really updated.
Why didn't we go in there and check it out?
I'm gonna
Finn.
walk right up to the door and just knock on it. Every time I knock on a door, somebody opens it.
No. Can I grab his hand and try and stop him?
Gru, can he grab your hand?
Yeah, I mean, if he's gonna stop me, I'm not gonna fight him.
Go. Yeah, so you grab his hand.
Okay. Drew, be quiet.
Hello?
Still voting for the window tossing.
Can you hear us, Dexter?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now. I don't know. My audio turned
Okay.
off for a second.
No worries.
What did you say about peering in through the window?
Oh,
Gonna
you
toss
missed all
spooks
that?
in the window.
I love that.
Oh,
That's
you missed
great.
all that. Okay, so you peered in the window. You saw an entryway, very dusty and dirty, lots of debris everywhere. The rest of the group were searching around the house, and Gru was about to knock on the door until Mutius stopped him. Good?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Gotcha. Did we lose audio again?
What?
Did we lose audio again?
No,
Oh, okay,
it's all
good,
good.
good.
It's all good.
All right. Xanth, give me a perception check.
Perception. I'm up against the wall, so I don't get the negative, right?
Yeah, no negative. You can lurk in the shadows and do this.
Ah, a 7.
Okay. All right. So, do you want to break in, sneak in? How do you want to do this, everybody?
Well, are we gonna
I wanna-
throw him through?
I'm happy to do it.
I'm in.
I love the idea.
I'm not gonna stop anyone.
You stopped Gru.
Maybe one in the back if it's or so that it doesn't draw attention from the town.
Has glass been invented yet?
Give me
Because-
a group stealth check. Let's do a group stealth check. If majority of you, 3 of you pass, we'll say this is good. The DC is going to be set at 13 to avoid a wandering eye from a commoner.
24.
Let's see what you
5.
got. Okay, so John, you failed for sure. Chris, you passed. Andrew, you passed. Nate, you passed.
Well, if I could click the right skill, I might pass.
Looks
I
like it
rolled a
passes either way, right?
14, but yeah, it was a sleight of hand. Yeah.
Yeah, Dexter
Yep.
an 18.
Whoa.
You're
With a
at
4.
4. Disadvantage. Heavy armor.
Absolutely.
Okay, gotcha. And who didn't roll yet? Oh no, that's 3. There's only 5 of you. Excuse me, I
Mhm.
counted 6. That's myself. So yeah, 3 of you pass, 2 of you fail. So while Finn and Gru are stumbling over each other, Mutius, Xanth, and Spooks are able to kind of guide them quietly along the house. You find a window that looks like you maybe could pry the boards off of, and sneak into the house. As I said, it's a small home. The entryway leads off into 4 rooms. It looks like there's a bedroom on the first floor, some sort of a study, maybe some sort of a children's room, and a dining room. Upstairs, there's just 2 more bedrooms. You kind of search through the house rather quickly, but now you can kind of look around. What are you searching for? Your items?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a group perception check and see what you can come up with. This will have varying degrees of success, so call out your
Can we
numbers.
look for the items and
14.
Sure.
Mother
Sodity.
Sada, yeah.
Give me call your numbers out. Andrew, you said 14?
14.
14 for me too.
3.
15.
That's my second nat 1 in a row.
15 for Chris, 3 for John, and Dexter at 20. Massive 20. Those are pretty good numbers, everybody. You search this house, and a lot of it looks like it has been untouched for quite some time. Nothing seems like... It's not like there's a scene that has been abandoned, like there's no food everywhere or decaying things. Everything seems mundane. It looks like the house was mostly cleared out, I would say. Mostly cleared out. There are some personal belongings that look like they were left in the children's rooms. You might see sheets and covers that have been untouched. In the kitchen area, there might be some old foodstuffs that have spoiled but still remain. But the one thing that you see, and the one thing you notice, is that there are certain areas, certain rooms look like the dust is a little less settled. One being the study. It looks like someone has been here rather recently, and it looks like on the bookshelf, while there are just maybe a dozen or so books, almost all of them look untouched, and yet a very large rectangular area is completely dust-free.
So somebody's been reading a book, just not one of those ones.
Yeah, there's
I'll
about
go-
9 or so books on the bookshelf. They're filled to dust. But then there's a portion of the bookshelf that is a big rectangle that is just devoid of dust.
What about the other books?
The other books
What-
are some historical, some novels, but they are, you know, they all seem rather mundane. Nothing out of the ordinary. Someone's personal library collection, probably.
I move over and attempt to reach out and grab at that area.
Sure, it's a mimic. Just kidding.
That would have really got me.
The area that you're touching, the rectangle, your area that's devoid of dust,
Yeah.
it just looks like something was there and is now gone. It's a mundane bookshelf. Nothing out of the ordinary about it.
Can I spend 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic as a ritual?
Sure.
While he's doing
Like,
that,
while
can I,
they're all searching and everything,
Yes.
I'm doing that.
Yes. You
10
can-
minutes plus the,
I
cast
will
time,
not.
right? 11
if-
minutes.
It takes 10 or so minutes, 11 minutes or so.
Yeah.
It's fine. So you start doing that while you're searching the house. We'll say that as the 10 minutes goes by, your spell will cast, and you do get a sense of magic in this room. You can actually look to the wall, which the wall is actually covered with writing as well, except like the outside, like the outside. It looks like there's some, a heart. Maybe this is a place that some young lovers, maybe went hide in, and Johnny loves Tina sort of stuff. Johnny and Tina have been all over this house. All right, upstairs, downstairs, the outside,
small town.
except one of the carvings in the wall or painting writings on the wall. It looks illegible, but it is radiating magic. If you focus on it, it'd probably be let's see here, probably an enchantment, maybe enchantment. Yeah.
Chanted symbols.
Xanth, you can read it. You read Thieves' Cant, don't you?
Yes, I do.
It says Old Raggedy.
Old Raggedy is what it says.
Yeah, and it's got this magical aura about it. You can't see it, but Mutius, you sense it. You also see a rat scurry by in the corner of the room, kind of sneaks into the corner of the wall and goes out of sight, but it startles all of you for a brief moment.
Can I follow the rat and see where it's gone?
It's out of sight. It went under the floor.
Very
Xanth, do you,
loose.
no. Do you say what the Thieves' Cant says out loud?
I said that. It says Old Raggedy.
No, I just meant, yeah. Okay, you say it to all.
Yeah.
Old Raggedy?
I have no idea
Yeah.
what that means.
Old
Like-
Raggedy?
Like Thurman Bulstead's polka dotted underwear?
Thurman's gonna be very upset that you're talking about his underwear.
I didn't tell him to put it outside.
Is there any kind of basement? Can we search for like a basement?
No basement. You've searched the place pretty thoroughly. You're pretty certain that this is all there is of this small house.
Oh, to
Right.
lunch. Should we go to lunch?
Maybe we should find out
Yeah.
who Jan and Joe people are.
Tina and Joe?
There you go.
Joey and Tina?
I'd be more interested in finding this missing book.
You head back to the inn. You head back to the inn. And it's at this point that you see a lot of the patrons of the inn. They look a bit concerned when you walk in. It wasn't as joyous or people enjoying this splendid sunny day. Everyone seems a bit worried, apprehensive as they're talking in hushed tones. When you open the door to get into the inn, you see your boy Thurman and Agnes rushes over to you. and she says, "Hey, I don't know what to tell you, but everybody's missing items. You didn't happen to find the thief, did you?"
No.
Nope.
No.
We just found a bizarre cat. I had Ross's hat.
"Oh, you found Mr. Anger. Oh, good. Yeah, he's been back here. I was gonna tell you if you didn't find him, but he's been being very nice to everybody. It's real awkward. I kind of said some bad things about him to all the patrons. Ugh.
His last name's actually pronounced Anger.
Oh.
And he wants to buy the house in the northwest, the abandoned house. Do you know anything about that house?
You see Thurman come up slowly behind his wife, and he looks over and says, "Honey, I'd like to speak with the adventurers in my office, if you don't mind." And she goes, "Oh, yes, dear. They were just asking about the old..." Sorry. I just got freaked out. Some very loud noise just went outside my house, and my dog just started barking like crazy.
It's thunder, Bob.
It's okay.
thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
It
here.
sounded
It is
like
thunder.
something was right outside, because these things muffle everything, right? So I heard it must be thunder, right? You just said it's thunder.
Yeah.
I must have heard it, and my dog going crazy. I thought like something crazy like hit outside my house. It freaked me out for a second. And we're like doing this. This is kind of like a spooky part of this adventure, and I was just like, "What's that?"
It was really loud.
Okay, because John, you live close to me. I know we must be
Yeah.
sharing the weather here. Okay, wow. Okay.
I think it's a large storm then, because I'm also getting it.
Oh boy.
Same.
Okay. Wow.
Sweet.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, she says something along the lines of the old Springer house. They're talking about the old Springer house, and he goes, "I know, honey. Let me talk to them." Do you go with him to his office?
Yep, sure.
Can I have lunch? No.
After this is important. Thurman sits down at a desk. He offers you as many chairs, but there's only a few in the room, so whoever would like to sit can. He says, "I don't know what to tell you." He says, "I don't know what to tell you, but you may not believe it. Have you ever heard of the legend of Mother Saudity?"
We've heard the name, but no details.
Well, about 20 years ago or so, the old Springer house, it was... A friend of mine used to live there. We were both kids. And, everyone says, as the stories and the fairy tales go, the Mother Saudity, she's the collector of lost things. She likes to keep, little knickknacks, things that people discard or forget about. It's an old folk tale. Nothing really I ever thought about. Till my friend, Carter, he disappeared. There's a man. I saw him that day. Made of old, tattered rags. I don't know. I couldn't possibly have believed my eyes, but he was there. This gaunt figure. And I saw him. He took my friend. He put him in a sack. And nobody ever saw him again. I ran as fast as I could. Nobody believed me. I told everyone that would listen about the tales of old Mother Saudity and her fiends, her cohort. She takes these items and they come alive. Rags and everything. Anything she gets her hands on, they come alive. And if she's back with this rag guy, well, I didn't tell my wife this, but I've been looking for our son all morning. He was sitting in the common room reading a book at breakfast, and I went to get him because he didn't complete some of his chores. He's missing. He's been missing for 3 or 4 hours now, and I don't know what to do.
He can help you find him.
Where do we look?
That's what we're hoping you can help us with.
We've been in the house. There was
Been in
a
the Springer
book
house?
missing. We've been inside. There was a sign that said Old Raggedy, and a book was missing. Have you seen
His-
anyone perusing an unusual book?
His eyes go wide, and he starts to nod emphatically.
Your
This
son
was
was
the only
reading.
thing. This was the only thing I found in his son's room. What's his son name? What did I say his name was? Oh, sorry, Thurman Jr. They call him Thermy. And he says this was in Thermy's room, and he holds out a book, a collection of
TJ.
fairy tales.
Oh, that one's my favorite.
Does
He
it,
says
does it look the size of the missing book?
it does.
Can we look at it?
Yeah, he gives it to you. He says, I did look through it because old Mother Sodity, I tried to read. I mean, I'm not the best reader, and I was just trying to go through it quickly. I didn't see anything about Mother Sodity in it. He throws it to you all. You can look in it. Who would want to grab the book?
I'm bad at reading. I'm a kid.
I could grab it.
I'll let Mutius grab it.
Yeah, Mutius. So Mutius, you take the book and you thumb
like
through it. You can
stories.
see that there is a page that looks like it has been not ripped, but handled very poorly. Like the edges look like they've been crumpled a bit. It looks like there might have been a dog ear tag on it, and then it's not. And when you look at it, it's open to a rhyme. I'm going to share the rhyme with you, and I'm going to put it on the screen for the viewers here.
Sorry, Mutius, could you read it out loud when you read it?
Of course, of course.
Yes, Mutius, you have to read it out loud. You understand me?
Yeah. I
Not
don't
like one
see
of
it,
your
yeah.
performances.
Here it is. It just came up on your screen here.
You really want me to read it out?
Yes, please.
No, okay. Are you all ready for my performance? This will be a non-silent performance. Once there was a naughty child who mocked his father and mother. He acted the brat and burned the cat and spanked his little brother. He went to play down a lonely lane against his parents' orders, that place of beggars and bootleggers and vagabond junk hoarders. There he did roam, but never came home, and all the urchins say it was the man in rags with his catching bag who took the boy away. Once there was an insolent woman who fancied herself a queen. She insulted kin and ridiculed friends, and turned sweet maidens mean. In a garish gown she went out on the town to see an evening play. The theatre's new starlet, she would make a harlot and claim half the pay. But when the cloud cleared, she had disappeared, and the mummers whispered this: the ragman did creep, cast a spell of sleep, and dragged her off into the mist. Once there was a sinful man who fouled everything in his life. He drank night and day, wasting his pay and burdening his miserable wife. To the tavern he strolled, so brash and bold, one autumn evening fair. He quaffed and gambled, then drunkenly shambled out into the chilly air. When dawn had come, only his bloody thumb was found there on the street. The lepers utter, old Raggedy from the gutter had sent his rats to eat. Well, that's Rhyme of the Ragman. Seems
Yep.
like an unpleasant rhyme.
Well
That's what
done,
you see.
Mutius.
Nice.
All right. He says, the ragman. That's it.
Old Raggedy. But this doesn't
Where's-
really help, it's just a poem.
Where's my son?
It seems he's gone in the catching bag.
No. Not again.
Again?
Yeah, he told you his friend, remember? When he was a kid?
No, I didn't remember.
Oh. His friend, the Springer house, he was taken, he was the only witness. People didn't believe him, that sort of thing.
True. Yeah.
So, where do we go? Where is he?
Maybe we could bring the book back to the house.
Maybe, I feel terrible even asking it, but you there, young man. Perhaps, maybe you go to the house and lure the ragman out?
Me?
Yes, you. I could.
I'll shrink right into my shell right in that moment.
I feel terrible for even suggesting it. Never mind. I apologize.
But I'll poke my eyes out and say, if all my friends can be there to help me when something happens.
Of course, I'll be there too.
Well, so what would I roll to see if I'm brave enough to actually do this? Because I am spooked out.
It's up to you. Wisdom, or you just make the decision.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. So let's move our tokens to the old house. Actually, you're almost all there, aren't you? Never mind. You're all there. All right. So, how do you want to do this, Nate? Are you gonna like walk up to the front door, or are you? How do you want to approach? And what do you all want to do while he's putting himself out there?
I'll inspire him with some inspiring silences.
Okay.
I just look at him, not say anything, and he gets bardic inspiration.
Nice.
That's my favorite refrain. The refrain of sound.
Well done, Udius. I take a big gulp. Can they like slide me in on my shell?
I'll bowl you
Yeah, you
in.
could.
I'll say, I'm ready, and look at Gru as I hop into my shell.
Okay. You hop into the shell. You get head up to the front door.
Oh, sure, yeah, I'm just waiting there.
Okay. Everybody else, what are you doing? Are you hiding? Are you looking on from a distance, or
I will hide for sure.
place
hide.
yourself where you would like to hide? There's like a little overhang here, a place where you might tie up a horse if you want to hide there. Okay. So everybody's good? Give me a stealth check for people who are hiding.
16.
Gotcha. Okay. 16, 15, 15, 20. Wow. Awesome rolls here, everybody.
Hiding.
Oh, that wasn't
Whoa.
Dexter's roll? Never mind. It was a 12. Okay, gotcha. Oh, it was a perception roll. I was counting a perception roll. So 16, 15, 12, 13. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you're all in your positions. We'll say that Thurman, he'll be over with Dexter because you're on that side alone. So Thurman will be
Yeah.
over here on this side with you in your hiding spot.
All right, cool.
And Nate, you kind of curl up, peeking out of your turtle shell as you're kind of placing yourself on this doorstep. What do you say? What do you do while you're at the door?
Hello, Ragman! Are you... I'm here to... I'm a child!
Give me
Just all alone!
a deception check. I'm a child here for the taking.
14.
Okay. All right. You wait there for 5 minutes or so. Nothing happens. Everybody's kind of growing impatient. Maybe another few minutes go by. You peek out of your shell a few more times. Doesn't look like anything's happening, Nate.
I'll, can I go in the house?
You could try, yeah. The door was blocked, but if you want to go in through that side window, you could.
I will attempt to do that, very gingerly.
Okay. Just keep your token here. We'll just move you one over to the side there.
Sure.
So you try to get into that same window maybe that you broke into before. And you're like halfway in, right? You're climbing up. Your shell is kind of like getting a little lodged into the frame, so you're shaking yourself trying to get in. And while you're halfway in, halfway out or so, you're trying to scuttle in, you can see rats starting to line the inside of the wall. You can see down to the ground because you're halfway in. You can see rats are starting to congregate in your area underneath the windowsill.
I'll say, oh gosh, so many rats! I feel like I remember hearing about a lot of rats. I will not go in.
Just keep going.
They're vegetarians.
I don't think I would keep going, to be honest.
Have faith.
It's scary doing this all alone. But I guess if they say keep going, I will
I'll be right
try
behind
to
you.
climb in. Bob, I'll climb in.
Sure. You can climb in, and you step over a bunch of the rats that are congregating there. Some of them, they look a little bit aggressive. They start to like almost like bite at your shoe, but they take a quick bite and then move away. No damage or anything like that. But you know, you kind of like lift up your feet quickly and scuttle in. You're in that main entry room. You can see the light coming in from the window outside.
So I'm definitely nervous about the rats at my feet, but I look around. With a quick glance, do I see anything different from before?
No, everything seems to be the same. Give me a perception check, though.
Sure. 7.
A 7. No, you don't see anything. Nate, what's your armor class?
17.
Okay, great. Never mind. I don't need your armor class for this. You're looking around in the house. You're kind of taking a couple of slow steps in. Look left, look right, look into one of the rooms that you were in before, and then all of a sudden you feel like a bag is being shoved over your head. Give me a strength saving throw.
You have bardic inspiration.
I got a 16, and
Are you going to use the bardic?
I will use the bardic. Why not?
Go for it.
I got a 5, so 21.
Okay, good. So, when this bag went over your head, you felt like there was some creature standing behind you trying to shove the bag over you, and you were able to use your arms to break free and pull over your head, and you turn, and you can see there's just this creature standing in front of you. It's got a gaunt face. It does look like it has some sort of tangible body, but there's almost like a black wispy smoke that kind of surrounds it, and it looks to you with its like almost like a blank facial expression, and you can tell Old Raggedy has come for spooks. Let's roll initiative, everybody. You hear the scuffle going on inside, and this is what Old Raggedy looks like.
My first reaction would be, Old Raggedy! And I would shout it out for everybody.
Here you go, everybody. This is Old Raggedy. Love the art for this.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, that is creepy.
All right.
I tell you, Spook's first move this fight. Go right into a shell.
Let's roll. Let's see what we get here. Chris, what'd you get?
16.
I think you've rolled 16 for everyone, haven't you?
I sure have.
Wow. Consistency. Nate?
13.
Andrew, what'd you get?
8.
8 for Mutius. John?
11.
And Dexter?
18.
Oh, look at this guy. Learned how to roll the dice.
Hey.
Yeah, only getting better.
All right, so we got Finn, Xanth, Spooks, Groot, and Mutius. Sounds right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, so Old Raggedy, I'll place his token here. He's inside the house, but it's we're just going to use for ease of gameplay, we're just going to use the hexes, or excuse me, the squares that are there. I'm not going to put out a separate layout for the house. But if you wanted, Nate, if you wanted to just say that you like ran outside and just like lunged out the window, that's where we could start if you'd like to do that.
No, I mean, I assume if I turned and saw him and started right then.
Okay, so then you're right
I'll be right
outside
next
the
to him.
window. Sure. Inside
Okay.
the window, excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, so we're starting with Finn. Finn, you're up first.
Hey, how right in the way of the window is he? Like, could I climb in?
Yeah, we're going to just say that basically anywhere on the steps you can get in.
Okay. So I'll climb in. I'll climb inside and Where's the barbarian?
I'll put him right there.
All right, that's good. So I'll go there. Looks about right, and I will make an attack with. Sorry, one sec.
What you got?
Okay, I'm going to make an attack with my Warhammer, and then as a bonus action, also use my ability to make another weapon attack as a bonus action.
Okay.
So first attack is 12.
12. Gotcha. 12 is not going to hit old Raggedy. I'm also just going to put Nate just because I don't want to, and Dexter too, you can decide, but you can see these, the rats starting to form together. So there's we'll say at the end of the house, there are some near Nate, but they kind of all form a rat swarm. So you see them swarm together at the end of this.
Nice.
21 this time.
21 with your bonus? That'll hit.
That will hit, absolutely. Then I shall. Whoop. 4.
A 4. Total damage? Or is that...
Yeah, that's just 4.
Oof. How's that possible? Something's wrong there. Looks like didn't roll. Just as 4.
What do you mean?
Try it again.
Cool.
Roll your Warhammer again and see if it gets a different number. If it's still 4 again, I think it might be some sort of a glitchiness.
Not sure.
Because at the very
I
least,
think
you
it
should
was.
add strength.
I think I just rolled a. I think it was just a 4 issue.
But they're all 4, right? Like it's like 4, 4,
Yeah, everything's the same.
4, 4.
Oh yeah, we should take the second one. Yeah.
Well, okay, we're going with 4, everybody.
Ah,
It looks like it was just 4. Okay.
you had to do me like that, huh?
Yeah, you hit Raggedy, and you feel a different connection than with the tattered clothesline clothes. This feels like there is substance to this form, rather than just being animated clothing.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. 4 damage. Anything else from you, or that's it?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay, then we go to Xanth. Spook on
Okay,
deck.
I'm gonna do an acrobatics check to kind of jump through and move through it over to here to make room for everyone else coming in too.
Okay. No need to make an acrobatics check. You can go through. We'll just say it counts as 1 extra space of movement.
Okay. All right, good. And then I will hit him with my rapier sneak attack and then my offhand.
Go for it. Were you hiding outside though?
I was.
What was your stealth check again?
Scrolling up.
Oh, you know what though? If you're gonna go around the room though, probably would be obvious.
50.
Okay. Yeah. So go ahead. Normal attack. Normal attack.
But I got flank bonus, right? From
This isn't
My
3rd
buddies.
edition, Chris.
no, okay. So
You're
I
gonna get
have other
sneak
guys
attack.
that are
No, yes.
engaged, right?
You'll get sneak attack. Yes.
I know. I'm getting better with the terminology, though, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, you
very
are.
very good.
Okay, here we go. Rapier sneak attack. That is a 19.
19 will hit.
Here's that. Ooh, 14 points of damage.
14.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
What
then
type of
here's
damage is it? Piercing.
the, piercing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Here's the short sword. Oh, that's going to be a critical.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
And
No sneak
then,
on this one though.
Oh, I don't know why I rolled that. I'm gonna re-roll just a regular old 6-sided die on my thinker. 'Cause I don't get a bonus or anything.
Yeah. Exactly. So just 4 to that.
But-
Yeah.
oh, okay, so a 4 that's critical.
Right. So okay. So actually 9. You're right. Good. That's a
Wow.
huge turn there, Chris.
I don't think he's gonna like that very much.
No, he does not like that at all. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how that goes. Let's go to Spooks.
Hey, this thing spooked him really hard. So he's going to spend a turn in his shell.
Okay. So you're going defensive mode.
Yeah, for a turn. My AC is 21.
Nice. Now we're gonna go to Raggedy.
Whoa.
Sorry, I just. Okay, sorry, I was checking our Zoom chat. Never mind. Just about Dexter's ineptitude. Got it. Just kidding, Dexter. I love you. All right.
Wow.
So Raggedy scowls and turns around and kind of just like makes out this almost like hissing groan as he looks at each of you, trying to pick his next prey. He looks towards the drow who just clobbered him. Let's see how you like this. Give me a... What's your armor class there, Chris?
15.
15? Okay, he's going to hit you with his slam attack. He first whips out some of his rags, and they kind of like reach out and lash out at you. But, oh, actually, I apologize. Never mind. You're going to need to give me a dexterity saving throw. Never mind. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I did something out of order. Dexterity saving throw.
Where on the sheet is that?
You click on your saving
Found
throw
it.
dexterity, or for top left, I believe.
23.
Ooh, okay. Never mind then. So you're okay, but you are going to get hit still with a slam. And you're going to take a total of, let's see here, 7 bludgeoning damage as you can feel his weight crack into your collarbone here.
Ouch.
All right. So old Raggedy just went. The rats are going to come at you and nibble at you, Chris.
Yoinks.
How do you like rats? Do you care about rats? Xanth
Hate
care about rats?
Xanth
Oh, yeah.
hates rats.
Hates them, huh? It's a bit harsh.
Yes. Xanth was a gladiator,
Oh, really? Okay.
and he had to deal with them as he was trying to sneak.
All right, so the swarm is actually going to go over your space. It's going to land in the same spot as you. And then, let's see, what do I need to give you here? Let's see. Oops, that's not what I want. I rolled the wrong number. What's up with that? Oh, it rolled the right number. It's just slow. Never mind. I apologize. Okay, so yeah, I think you're going to be okay. So its swarm moves onto your spot, and the rats are biting at your feet, but you're able to kind of just pick up your feet, kick some away with your boots, and you're able to avoid the attack. Let's go to... Gru, and then Mutius is on deck.
So I'm on this little balcony here. There's no way in up here. You said anywhere there's stairs. Just what's in front of me.
So the door and the window you snuck into are all like right here along the front of the house. This is just like an overhang, maybe something you'd tie your horses to. A little
Oh, okay. So
over-
let's
overhang.
head towards the door and inside.
Yep. So you can go in through that window, same window. So you'd be landing on Nate's spot when you get in.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
You can. Yep. Perfect. That's fine. Yep.
awesome. I am going to bonus action rage, and then I am going to with 2 hands attack with the versatile property of my Kitana longsword.
Go for it.
Oh, that rolled in the wrong spot. That come up? That'd be cool.
I did not see any roll yet.
Okay.
Oh, something just came up.
I don't know why it came up in. There you go. That's correct.
A 22 is what I see.
That is correct.
Go for it.
I am afraid it's going to roll a 1d8 and not a 1d10 plus 3, so I'm gonna just roll it this way.
You can roll it manually. Yeah, it's fine.
Yep.
All right. Total
8.
8. Gotcha. Anything else from you?
Clear this out. Nope, that was bonus action, movement, and action.
Gotcha. Mutius is up.
I am raging.
You are raging.
Roar!
Mutius,
So-
what do you got?
Well,
Oh, I also
Moodius,
get +2. Sorry, that's going to be rage is not working right. That's 10
Gotcha.
total damage. Excuse me.
Gotcha. Mutius?
he's gonna stand here so he can see through the window that everybody's come in.
Yeah, you can see through the window that you've taken the boards off of. There's a scuffle going on. You hear the squealing of mice. You hear the cries of a drow. It's great.
I'm gonna shout, Xanath, get away from them. Then I can fire at them. And I say, Old Raggedy, your time has come. And that's my mockery for this time.
Oh, vicious mockery. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. DC 12.
Yeah. He's gonna pass with a 16.
Oh, okay, so that's it. That's my turn.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's go to top of the order, Finn.
All right, I will go for another attack with the Warhammer. Just a regular attack, though, this time. 23. Will hit on this one.
23. Oh yeah.
And 4.
Hit it again.
Unlucky.
Chris, we had a correction from the chat. You're using a rapier, which is it's not a light weapon, so you can't use a bonus offhand weapon with it. So if you want to just make it a short sword or something,
Okay.
it's not gonna matter because I mean, look, it doesn't matter. You would, if you had a short sword, it would have been the same damage. So you missed with the rapier, right? First,
I hit with the rapier. It hurt.
that was the crit. Oh, okay.
No,
So then-
but it was. I rolled almost max damage with it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but maybe if you took like a dagger as your offhand weapon
Yeah,
or something. it would be-
I'll switch out next
Yeah,
time.
I'll just take a point or two off of the damage there.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted your turn, Dexter.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could do.
You're rolling 4s again, Dexter.
No, I'm very unlucky. I don't know why. I think I will actually cast. If I can. No, I can't. What could I do though? I could do.
As a bonus action, you mean?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm thinking anything that I'd want to do. There's really no need to do it at this point. No one has really even taken any damage so far. So
We'll just say
Yeah.
while you're thinking, the dad comes over to Mutius, and he says, "That's him. I saw him that fated day 20 years ago." Dexter, what do you got?
I'm done. Yeah. It's
Okay,
fine.
gotcha. Xanth and Spooks.
You got him, Xanth.
All right. Can I attack then move?
You can.
I will. So I'll use my short sword and dagger.
Gotcha.
Here comes the short sword sneak attack. Man, I'm making hard. There's that.
It didn't come up on my end. Do you see it?
24.
Yeah, it came up for me.
There it is. That's a hit.
And then here's a sneak attack.
Yep.
For 10 points damage.
Xanth coming through here. Xanth, old Raggedy, you stab him with the sword, and he turns to you and
Nice.
lets out a gasp of air. "Ah, be back for you. As he starts to, you can see, just disintegrate, almost like a Thanos style, as his rags and tattered clothes kind of just disappear into
Nice.
dust. Nate, Spooks, You come out
Yep.
gearing, ready to fight, and the ragman is gone. And the rats, since he is no longer here, they look around and they start to kind of just disperse, as
Nice.
rats do when they're around people. They go into the crevices of the house and sneak under the floorboards. Everyone,
I'm ready.
go ahead.
I'm ready for him, guys. I'm here. Sorry. I finally gained the courage. Yeah,
The,
and I'm I kind of like stop and look around and maybe apologize to Xanth, who was being eaten by rats while I was in my shell.
Yeah.
I'd like
Thurman.
to lunge at one of the rats as it's going away in an attempt to attack it.
Yeah, you keep your rage going. Yeah. You're smashing rats on the floor. Thurman kicks in the door and he says, "Son, we're here for you. Son, are you here? Where's the bag? Where did the bag go?"
So he just went like turned into mist and left.
Yeah, you destroyed him. He definitely
Oh.
like went to another plane of existence for sure. You're
Is the
certain of
bag
that.
still there?
The bag is not still there, no.
Oh.
But he says, "Where's the bag?"
I don't know.
Can we check out the study, maybe?
Sure, you start checking the study.
Yeah,
Gru,
search.
Gru, you're smashing rats, killing them, continuing your rage as you're going through the house. You smash at one of the rats, but this time towards the corner as it's about to get out, and you smash right through the floorboards. And
Yeah.
you kind of look and you see inside, you can pry the floorboard open. And when you do, you think you see feet.
Well, the rats took. I'm like ripping apart the boards now, screaming, "Help! Help!" And I'm just
Oh.
trying to rip boards apart.
I'm gonna help. I knew I should have looked at the floorboards. That's where the rats were going before. What a fool I was.
You can see Thermi. He's fast asleep, clearly under the sleep spell. Any arcane caster would know this. He's under the sleep spell, probably something that old Raggedy did to store away his prey. And he's there, again, like I said, sleeping like a baby. You pry open the floorboards, and you can see his whole body's there. Dad grabs him, brings him up, and slaps his face a bit. Thermi, you okay?" And he comes to and he goes, "Dad, is that you?" "It's all right, son. We're here now. These outstanding citizens who are definitely getting a free room tonight, they saved you."
Only tonight?
And then you hear a person echo, "Yes, only for tonight." Behind you all, you turn to the front door. You can see a person standing there. This person looks rather unique. I'm going to show you a picture of them. Let's see here. Yeah, let's show you. Oh, yeah. I love this art, too. You see a woman, kind of an older woman, who has just a mismatch of all sorts of clothing, patched clothing, baubles and trinkets, carrying a staff. She's standing at the doorway, and she looks to all of you, and she says, "You see, you've foiled my old nemesis, old Raggedy. Well, good on you. I believe some introductions are in place. My name is Mother Sodity. You've probably heard of me before." And at that name, the dad, like, cowers in fear. He's like, "No, get her away! Get her away from us!"
Any enemy of old Raggedy is a friend of ours.
Yes, I've been rivals with that old rag for a long time now. Longer than I can even count. Which is a long time, I must say. Now, I believe some restoration is in order here. I've been tracking down old Raggedy for quite some time. ever since he was summoned here by the child.
What child do you refer to?
She points her staff towards Thermi, who's still kind of in shock. She says, yes, he must have read the old raggedy rhyme, and that called his attention for sure. And I showed up to try to stop him in his tracks, but I was too late. Thank you for making my job a lot easier. I believe I've found some of your things. I apologize for taking them. I just sometimes cannot help myself. Here. And she takes out of her large sack your items. Your lantern for spooks.
Spooks.
The pendant, shaped like a D8 that pulsates. She goes, this one was very interesting. She gives it to you, Xanth. She takes out the pendant with the sapphire and the Bahamut pendant, gives it to Finn. She takes out Andrew's highly polished hand mirror, and she looks at herself one last time, and she goes, exquisite. And then she hands it to you. And then she says, and I could not figure out what this is. And she hands Gru his outlet cover.
Right? I don't know either.
I've seen many things in my days, and this one really baffled me. So keep hold of that.
Thank you.
Anyway, as I said, good work, and if you ever need me, just open a book and wish for me. I'll be
But
there.
wait, what happened to Thurman the Elder's friend back in the day, 20 years ago?
Old Raggedy. He struck again. Perhaps he'll learn his lesson this time. Sometimes a old bag of rags just needs a stern talking to. From time to time. Well,
Well, thank you for our
Toodles.
items back, I guess, with no
Toodles.
interest.
she says goodbye, she waves, and then she starts to, like, kind of warble back and forth, and she's gone.
Interesting.
Oh, that
I
was a
I
bit
don't
weird.
know what to say, Thurman. Thurman looks at you all. He says, I guess it wasn't Mother Sodity after all. It was the Ragman.
Who's got the book?
You do, I believe.
I've got it, I believe.
If you ever want old Mother Sodity, just open a book and make a wish. Maybe she'll
Are we
show
going
up.
back to the inn?
Yeah, you can head back to the inn. Annabelle has prepared a feast for you all for finding Thermi, and you can chat all about real estate with your new friend, Mr. Ainger.
And I'm going
And
to burn
everybody-
that book in the fire.
You throw the the pages start to singe, the cover melts, and you all have a rousing laugh as hopefully the Ragman's rhyme has been destroyed. That, everybody, is Lost Things, a tale from the Frontier Village, out of the
Yay.
Esper's Esoteric Encounters PDF. Thank you for playing, everybody. What'd you think?
That was fun.
Oh, that's
Thank
really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I got it
Yeah.
done in 3 hours, damn it.
Yeah, that's the quickest one.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized I probably didn't show Mother Sodity. Damn. I'm going from the
No,
other
you did
let-
show
You did.
Mother
You
Sodity.
did.
Not to the viewers. Not to the viewers.
Oh.
There's Mother Sodity. All right, everybody. The artwork in Esper's books, the book, the Emporium, and this compendium or companion document are just fantastic. I mean, the Ragman, which we showed earlier, was so creepy. This Mother Sodity is just like, I feel like there's, well, obviously there are story hooks like right by this artwork, right? Like it's so cool. And I just want to say that I had a blast reading through the Esoteric Encounters. There's a whole slew of them. There are 14 in total, and some of them like this are one shots. Like they do have some sort of a connected story. There's a little bit, but the best thing about all of them is that they are loosely kind of developed so that you as a dungeon master can fit them into any story you want. Plenty of one shots I've run, as everybody who's watched the channel before, I run a lot of one shots and material that's made. for either by wizards or whatnot. And sometimes you really do feel like shoehorned into certain things. With these, I felt like I was able to create my own story that really felt like unique. And I think if anybody were to run this, it would be wildly different. So, hats off to Esper. Thank you for the inspiration. And what are your any thoughts on you all? Comments before we close this stream?
Next time you're doing something from Esper's, please invite me, because every time it's been really fun. Blood Lament was amazing. This was awesome.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Ditto.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that's it actually. That was a blast.
Can you say one more thing in Spook's voice? One more thing.
Guys, I had a great time. You were all great. I'm excited to hear the real reviews after we're done.
Well,
It's got a little Python in there. It's fine.
Yeah, a
I'll
little
let
bit,
me
yeah.
bait.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Andrew, Nate, Chris, John, Dexter, thank you for doing this. I know we pulled it together kind of short notice, but I did want to run this. We had the open night on Wednesday, so thank you for being professionals about everything and getting everything done. And thank you to the YouTube chat and Twitch chat for watching with us tonight. If you'd like to take a look at the links, I'm going to leave Esper's webpage down below so that you can check out all of his products and support the Emporium shipping. You can also pick up the Emporium, the hard copies. I think he's got a bunch of them available. And if you want to support my channel, you can like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I've got all the links to directly support it, like Patreon, Ko-fi, and the merch shop down below, where you can get cool stuff like Tabletop Bob mugs and so on. All right, everybody, that's it for us. We'll see you on the tabletop. Have a great night.
See ya.